Okay, I'm releasing you in 5 seconds. And everyone can hear you.
Oh no! I said
How
nothing.
unfortunate.
I said only good things.
Okay, so yeah, hello chat.
Hello, Chad.
We're live. So
Hello,
yeah,
kid.
We're alive?
Oh my
Yep.
god, I thought I was dead this whole time. That's a
yes,
real mental
exactly,
disorder. I forget the name.
chat, Ben. Hello live, we're chat. And yes, there's a mental disorder where you believe you're rotting from within. It actually appeared on the Don't Nod game Vampire, where a person who believes she was a vampire because she suffered from it. I'm getting on a tangent.
It's also one of the flavor options for the Re-Dead background in Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, I think it was called.
Hey, that's
yeah,
where my
yeah,
favorite monster
yeah.
comes from.
Counter-Strahd?
No, the Bagman.
Oh, okay. I thought the Bagman was like a example of reskinning a existing monster that became something of a meme.
Well, it's hinted at several times in Van Richten's Guide, but it's given no official stat block. But like the common consensus was like modified troll.
Yeah, hence the regeneration.
Yeah.
I thought like it was a modified troll, and it was just sort of an example of modifying the flavor on a stat block.
Yeah. I think it had some extra stuff to go with it. The elder one that kidnapped Sully definitely had some extras.
Yeah, fair enough then.
Always got to modify them.
Anyways, let's begin this session proper. So, the party has set off on a quest. Their friend Guinness, the intelligent black pudding, has basically heard that there's something somewhere, some sort of mysterious wizard's lab. Ooh, you can't see my scare quotes. Which might hold some more information on, just what their entire deal is. Show them a bit more about life, the universe, and everything. Hey, Amanda. So yeah. Obviously, some stuff happened between then and now. So it's been 2 months, 1.5 months. We did have to, we had to postpone it at the beginning of October because I wasn't feeling great. So yeah, who wants inspiration for giving a recap?
They already have inspiration.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Nick, use your
I
memory.
believe in you.
We believe in you.
We went for a long walk.
Good recap.
We actually we did make good progress. We've made really good progress.
You played golf?
We had a fight. There was definitely a fight. I remember the fight. There was also a wizard
Oh yeah.
who showed up and seemed very weird.
Yes.
Seemed very
Amnesia wizard,
unusual.
was
Yeah, amnesia wizard. And then wasn't there another wizard who showed up at the end of the fight? Like, didn't we met a wizard on the way in, like on the road, who couldn't remember anything.
Yeah.
And then later on we had a fight and another wizard showed up.
Yeah, basically the other fight was a bunch of bandits, and the bandits were illusions created by Merfolk Winifred.
Yeah, who's some weird wizard who no one has ever heard of.
Yeah, definitely.
Winterfell showed up in anything sort of tangential to this campaign.
Yeah, the wizard that showed up and did all the illusions looked like an older version of the wizard that's traveling with us. We did notice that.
Yeah. But also,
anyway, it was enough that I passed a Arcana check. So I've got some idea of what's going on.
Yeah, I will correct you that he was a completely different species and gender, but had some sort of characteristics in common.
Okay.
Which
so like they could be related, maybe.
Evil twin.
Like distant cousin or something, like, maybe an elf and a hobbit or something. got together. I cannot remember what species the two wizards were, but like whichever, maybe they're cousins or relatives of some kind.
Or
Yeah.
contingency spell reincarnation.
Well, no, because there can still only be one of you at once, so it can't be that.
And then
Yeah.
simulacrum. Or not simulacrum. Well, maybe simulacrum.
Well, I guess wizards can do simulacrum, but they're made of snow, and we'd know that.
Well, they're
Yep.
only made of snow when they die. Clones
No,
are
they're
not.
made.
look
That's how
like
you
a-
make them. You form them out of snow.
Yeah, that
First.
Yes, but they revert
They do-
to snow,
they-
don't they?
But wouldn't they show up on detect magic?
Yeah, they would.
Although I don't know, did we cast detect magic? Maybe we didn't. Maybe we should try that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm too stupid. My character's too stupid to be suggesting any of this. He's got an intelligence of 4, an intelligence modifier of -3. So, absolutely not. So
Do I have
then
any
we
spells that require intelligence saves.
don't you dare. Then we found a lovely waterfall where there were rocks being thrown at. Was it a waterfall or just a hill? I think it was a waterfall.
It was a waterfall. We went
Yeah.
up behind it.
Where rocks were being thrown at us from the top, and Red and Twak, very sensibly, in my opinion, felt that we should put a stop to this because it was a danger to everyone. So we went up to check it out. Anyway, that thing, oh boy, oh no, no, that was a whole ass golem. We're not dealing with that. No. So we got the hell out of there. And now we've made it to a town or a village or a town. I'm not sure. I don't really know what the difference is. Where everything is a bit fucky, and that's it. There we go. That's everything I remember.
It was that bit that I wasn't sure about. I knew there was something like that.
Must
I
even
think
be
we
a
only
bit
just saw it
wacky.
from a distance, right?
Well,
Or did we go in?
we're here. There was also the bit with the flesh golem in the caravan or whatever.
Oh yeah, Calasir Doberan's flesh golem.
Yeah, and I convinced a bunch of people to go to the carnival. They're probably dead now.
That should be in my notes somewhere.
I didn't think that's what
Didn't I
happened at the carnival.
No, it's
Make
not.
some kind of a
No.
deal with that thing.
There was
Depends
some,
what the crowd
there was some
needs.
stuff. I'm sure it won't come back to us. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
It'd be fine.
there'll be no consequences. None at all.
No, it'd be fine.
Yeah, it's not like I'm taking notes or anything.
No, it'd be fine.
That's fine.
So yeah. At the very end of last session, you of course found yourself in a town. Can anyone remember that particular encounter freshly? Oh, obviously, Red has inspiration now.
Yay!
No.
Yeah, we basically just got there. The town was bad, and then session in.
Yeah,
So, yep.
that's my memory of it as well.
Yep, I'll give you a quick reminder then. You approach a small town. Now, it's a small settlement, somewhere between maybe a hamlet and a village. As you
A hamlet.
approach... sounds delicious. As you approach, you walk past muddy fields full of crops which appear to have rotted slightly. Most of the there's the odd farmer sort of standing around looking despondent. They just sort of stare at you. And, well, you can what do you want to do? You can head towards the middle of town, maybe see if you can stay for the night, or you can move on. This is a game of choices.
It is. And choices come with consequences.
Yeah, we can't go on anywhere else really because we're out of movement, right?
We're at the moment anyway, so we might as well,
Yeah, I mean, you can always camp out of town.
stop in town.
Yeah. Definitely not populated by secret undead towns.
So yeah, I'm gonna say...
better when it's indoors.
Okay, so if you're heading into town, you continue walking past more blighted fields. Many of the inhabitants sort of observe you but don't say anything. Although you do hear some sort of muttering. You're sort of now you'll know from experience, sort of isolated towns like these tend to be a bit distrustful of outsiders. You never know who comes through. Might be adventurers in an evil party.
What
So
do the
just
townspeople look
adventurers.
like? Are they
Yeah.
like look impoverished or?
Okay, so you've basically got a sort of a mix of species. So there's mostly humans, but there's some there's Aarakocra, there's tieflings, there's elves, quite a few tabaxi, which is not actually unusual in this area because for historical reasons, and they're looking a bit. Well, a lot of them are sort of have pretty ragged clothes. They're dirty. They've clearly been patched instead of replaced. The buildings are dirty. The streets are muddy. This town's seen better times.
Do the people seem like they're like malnourished and stuff because their fields aren't producing crops or?
Give me a medicine check.
Ah, jeez, am I good at this?
Oh yeah, I should get my dice.
Wait, is medicine? Yeah, medicine's a stat. Is medicine a stat in this game?
Venus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was worried I was getting mixed up with something else.
Being as I'm proficient in that, if Rush had said any of that out loud, could I give him advantage on the roll?
Yep,
Point out some
certainly.
stuff and things.
Yeah. You can sort of sidle up to his shoulder and give him some advice.
I mean, it's
Two
the same roll on
17s.
both dice anyway.
Oh.
Well, a natural 17.
I
that beats
appreciate it though.
Yep, that's way better than average. So I'm going to say, yep, they're sort of suffering from, you might say, acute malnourishment. They clearly had they've clearly not eaten properly for maybe several months or so. They're not showing sort of the symptoms of very long-term starvation. So, like, they haven't been surviving on the bare minimum for years at least. But something has clearly not gone well for them.
Where are we? And I'll just look at somebody nearby and ask, "Excuse me, what's the name of this town?"
Okay, let me just roll a random NPC for you to speak to. Yep. So, you turn to a fairly young-looking man. Appears to be a farmhand. He's holding a scythe, which is covered in rust, apart from the edge, which is, seems to have been diligently sharpened. This might sound intimidating, but it is very clearly just a farming tool and wouldn't be very much use in a fight. He's like everyone around. He's sort of wearing patchy clothes. He's clearly sort of a half elf, slightly pointed ears, and he just sort of looks at you and said, "Oh, Springbook, mate, Springbook."
All right.
He sort of gives you the impression there's an R when it's written out, but people drop the R when they pronounce it.
Say Springbook?
Yeah, Springbook.
All right.
Is there a spring here?
Well, no, we mostly relied on irrigation, I think it's called, mate. Just used the, diverted a bit of the river, kept our crops watered.
You're what now?
Isn't that thing where you eat some food that don't quite agree with you?
Maybe I got the word wrong.
If that's a problem, come ask me tomorrow. I can cast a spell to maybe purify your water.
I'm just a farmer.
You got the word right. It's just my colleagues are not the most learned sort. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, not quite. It's not quite the water per se. Well, maybe you should speak to the. I don't know if you'd call him a mayor, but
You have horse people here.
Yeah.
no. Like how some of the fancier big towns have like a leader. They call them a mayor. Like we, I guess
Right,
sort of an
yeah.
elder, but that sort of implies we're kind of It sounds a bit backwater. I mean, we trade
The
all over.
Burgermeister,
Yes.
yeah.
You're surprisingly well traveled for a simple farmer. I like you. Take us to your leader.
Oh,
I'd like
thank
to
you.
do you a favor, Mr. Farmer. Can I see your south for a moment?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I grab the scythe and I just run my hand along the blade and cast Prestidigitation and clean off the rust.
Oh, thanks. Couldn't, you know, I keep it sharp, but it just feels a bit silly to keep it polished when it's, you know, not really seeing any use right now. What with the crops?
That's great.
And he gestures to one of the fields.
What's the matter with the crops?
Is that just because the river stopped, or did somebody, like, do something to them?
Well, I don't know the specifics, but basically our irrigation system's, kind of fucked.
That don't sound good.
Sorry, that was a bit harsh of me. Look, I'll take you to Fury.
Sounds like Springbook needs a spring.
A what?
So yeah, he,
source of water.
Druid, you really struggle with natural concepts.
I thought you meant like
well-
a bit of metal that coils and...
I don't know. You'd have to talk to Hayes about that.
I was about to
Yep.
say.
So yeah, he sort of bids you to follow him and starts walking off. If you want, you can follow or not.
Hey,
Yeah, I follow.
Yeah, sure.
Ortho.
Yeah,
That's
what's
a
up?
good thing you did there. That was a good thing you did. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We gotta look out for each other. Out here all alone, on the frontier. It was real good of you.
Well, never hurts to be owed a favor.
I see.
All of a sudden, the young farmer stops and he turns and said, "Did you say something about my ears?"
Is there something wrong with your ears?
No, I just get a bit self-conscious about them. It's all. Forget I said anything.
What's wrong with your ears?
That's nothing.
What do you get self-conscious about? Their ears.
Well, yeah, it's just you know, like my dad was an elf, my mum was a human, like.
Right.
So whenever I visit, you know, we were visiting my dad's family, I felt like my ears were too small, and whenever I visited my mum's family, I felt they were too big. I just have a bit of a complex. Kind of why I moved
Who
here.
cares what size your ears are?
I mean, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm a hobgoblin. My ears are bright red and like twice as long as yours.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
matters is the family you build for yourself. I mean, look at the one I've got here. Would I have chosen that? No, of course not. Look at
I'm not
them.
your family. I've got enough family.
should
But
you-
nonetheless,
Should you really be telling
we're
that about your
together.
traveling companions?
Why, it's just common knowledge. I mean, look at them.
We're not related.
I'm a woodsman. There's a clown over there.
I am not a clown. I am a fool. There is a difference.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll try to be careful next time. But what I mean is, we're very clearly not two pears from the same pear tree.
Oh, do you sell desserts?
My mum does.
Do you sell desserts, Ortho?
No, don't. But I do have this cupcake that I can't get rid of. Like, I keep eating it and it keeps coming back.
It's
Don't
just
you
the-
clowns often have like custard pies or something?
Just said he's not a clown.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Don't you
I mean-
fools have custard pies and such?
Sometimes. I was
I
privy
could
to
go for a
watching
custard pie.
a pair of clowns fight a druid once, and one of them kept pulling pies from behind his back. That was pretty funny.
That would be funny.
Right, enough of
I
this
would like to
lying
see
around.
that.
Please, sorry, farmer boy, what was your name?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. It's Wait. I know it sounds kind of flowery, but it's pine tree in the snow.
All right, Pine Tree. Let's go see this mare then, you said.
Wait, I thought your name was Springbok.
No, that's the town.
That's
Come
the
on, Red
town
But
I
I
live
thought
in.
the town's name was. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You see, I sort of well, my name's actually in Elven, but not really speaks Elven or Sylvan around here, so I sort of translated it.
I speak Sylvan.
I speak Elven.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, in that case,
Ned,
my name
I
is-
need to get my
Alright, mate.
assistance animal. And in a
Okay.
blazing fire, Ember, the assistant stoat, appears around around Red's shoulders. See, the thing is, Ember's intelligence score is significantly higher than Red's. Like, Ember's got an intelligence of 13.
So usually people want their familiars for like physical stuff.
I
Red.
need Ember to brain for me.
By the way, I'm gonna have my invisible sprite use heart sight on the farmer boy.
Okay.
That does require contact.
It does, but they're invisible, so you tap them on the shoulder.
Okay, remind me. What's
And there's no
heart sight
save
give
for
you?
this.
Okay.
I get to know their emotional state, and if they fail a save, I get to know their alignment.
Okay, I'm gonna say his emotional state is
Confused.
ennui with a bit of rising hope.
All right. Roll me a DC 15 charisma save.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, 15.
That's a natural 12 for a 12. So
Okay.
you'll know he's a true neutral, which is fairly typical for a common around these parts.
Fair enough.
Okay, please.
All right.
The mayor. Come on.
I mean, I could probably think of a few more distractions if you want.
I could do with a good sleep,
well.
so let's just get this done with.
Well, we're here anyway. And you sort of look up and realise he's led you to a tavern.
Is the mayor a drunkard?
The tavern is called the Brook Spring.
For a place without a spring, there's sure a lot of references to springs.
No, he he can hold his drink as well as anyone, but I don't think he's got a problem. Anyway,
I'm
he'll
telling
be
you,
in here.
it's about the coil bit of metal.
I don't know
Okay.
what you're talking about.
Twak just
I walk-
leaves them talking about it and enters the tavern.
Yeah, I walk
Yeah.
in the tavern.
Okay, well, as you both
Hey,
enter... Sorry, go on.
around for everyone here.
Okay, so as you enter, there's silence. Yeah, it's your typical walk into a small town tavern, and everyone's just sort of staring. Roll me a persuasion, please.
Oh boy.
Sorry, charisma persuasion.
You want that from Ortho, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, good.
Oh, that is an 11.
There's some mumbling, some murmuring. You think you hear a bit of a few chuckles.
Hey, get a good laugh. I didn't even have to try.
And over from the bar, you see two people. Behind the bar is a fairly elderly-looking elven woman. Oh, hello, Pine. Have you brought adventures? Oh, sorry. I'm afraid
Be that obvious.
I'm afraid you won't really impress anyone throwing money around like that here. We've barely got
Who's trying
any
to
drink
impress?
left.
Sorry, who's giving anyone money?
I
You just bought a
offered
wine
to
for
buy-
everyone in the tavern.
Yeah. We don't really have any beer to sell. This is mostly just more of a meeting spot right now.
Oh,
Well-
fair enough.
Sorry, I do apologise. Fury, presumably they wish to speak to you. And she looks towards a very tall, elderly-looking tiefling. He's sort
A little
of
far-
sat, head on his hand, he looks up at you from the bar. Welcome to what I call it again? Springbow.
Springboard. Yeah.
Okay, so Farmer Boy says you got a problem with your irritation system.
I think it was iridescent system.
Oh, that's like shiny rock.
I think you might have. Well, I think you might have misheard, but we don't need a town fool.
I mean, if you don't need a town, where are y'all
this
gonna
one.
live?
He's funny. They mean irrigation. What we're thinking is we help you with your water problem, and you give us somewhere to stay for the night. Yeah?
You can do that.
It depends on the nature of the problem.
Take a seat then. And
I
he,
grab a
sort of
seat and
looks-
walk out of the tavern.
He looks awkwardly. No, you don't, because you realise there's not actually any seats near the bar. And sort of notice in the corner there's a pile of rotting wood that probably was more seats at some point.
What's with the rotting wood?
Well, most of them we broke down for firewood, but a few were too damp to be of any use, so we just left them there hoping they'd dry out a bit. Problem was, there's a leak in the roof, and we can't afford to fix it.
So you left it inside this moist, damp wood. Do you want mold?
We'd rather avoid it.
Because that's how you get mold.
I grab one of the moist seats and prestidigitation dry it, and then sit down. Assuming it doesn't fall apart under me, which I'm preparing for.
Yeah, give me a reflex saving throw, please.
Reflex save?
Give me a
Dexterity.
saving throw. This isn't 3.5, Erin.
No, I never even played 3.5, so...
Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah, that's a 23.
Yep. Not only do you you feel the seat start to crack a bit, but you just adjust your posture expertly, and it's supporting your weight just about. It's almost a mission from God.
We're
You
on
know,
a
got a
mission from
carpenter in the
God.
town. You know, make some more chairs.
Well, yeah, but to have the carpenter make more chairs, we need more wood, and for lumber, we need money.
There is a forest just 8 miles to the south of here.
Twak hops up on the counter and just laughs like.
This is all very, very good.
And you think anyone will haul the wood here for free?
I mean, I guess not, but couldn't you trade something? Like, you got beer, you got food, you got warm fire?
I just explained we don't have beer. We don't really have fire.
Yeah.
Right. Figuratively speaking, you've got beer.
Well, I'll start from the beginning. This is the town of, as I said, the town of Springbow. It's spelled Springbrook. Long story. Basically, it used to be pronounced that way, but linguistic drift and people.
Right.
For a while, there was a lot of illiteracy, and people just the pronunciation drifted, but the spelling stayed the same.
Illiteracy, you mean the stuff artificers use to make their contraptions work?
I thought that was just magic.
No, it's the stuff that comes down when there's a storm.
Artificers.
That is rain.
Well,
No, the stuff in lightning.
I don't know about that.
Illiteracy.
It was an artificer who originally built our irrigation system. I'll give you that. Quite a few decades ago, actually. Just needed impressive, really. Just needed room and board for a few weeks while he worked out where he was travelling to. Said something about a job opportunity. But yeah. This town, with the irrigation system, this town, I wouldn't say flourished, but it carved out a niche. Like,
What's this town known for?
Crops, really. We not as major as Chafford. We asked them for help and got nothing. But you know,
It's a
with
fair
decent
distance
amount of
to Trafford
crop,
from here.
well, you know, a few basically anyone who you wouldn't think we get much trade, but occasionally someone will come. Wouldn't really say where they're from, but people do show up, buy our crops. We make our money, and that's our living. Or at least it was until a few months ago.
What happened a few months ago?
The shores of the river, they just rose. We were afraid the entire town would be flooded. And well, luckily, we all scrambled. We sandbagged, we bailed, we did everything. And
Wait a minute.
Petrichor be praised, the waters receded after a few days. But as they receded, they tore apart the irrigation system with them. And with the irrigation system destroyed, we just couldn't sustain our crop growth. Without an artificer or anyone to repair it, well, you can see the fields right now.
This was a backwash from a previous quest. The Druid thing with the It's how
Yeah.
we got the oh my god. Okay, no, carry on. I'm
Wait, that
I'm
was
busy
a
geeking
completely
out over here.
different river. That was way over east.
I mean, one
That
can
didn't even
presume that
connect to
they
these rivers.
one can presume they
Second-order
connect
effects
through the
from magic.
hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And like they obviously connect through the hills, we just can't
Yeah.
see all the pathways.
Yeah, you may remember on that quest there was an extended conversation about the consequences of messing about with nature like this. Which, to be fair, was the Druid in question's entire goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. Real messed up son of a bitch.
Okay, so is anything left of irrigation?
Not much, to be honest. I mean, there's bits and pieces of it, but no one here really knows how to put it back together again, or even where to begin.
who made it in the first place?
Artificer. Passed through here quite some time ago. Name was
Do you remember their name? Was it a fancy fella with some weird cart and a funny monster friend?
No, nothing like that. Travelled alone. Like I said earlier, was looking for a job opportunity. Midgley, I want to say. Like, this was before my time, obviously. I used to
that
be a
one.
town guard over in, well, in Chafford, really. Retired, came here for some peace and quiet, and, well, just sort of slowly started running the place. It's not, it's too small a town for a proper mayor. But
So what are you doing about this situation? You're just going to let it happen and the town go to rot?
well, like I said, we asked for help from Chafford. We haven't heard anything.
Yo, Chafford's like a week's travel.
Yeah, we asked
Like,
months ago.
you're not sorting anything out yourselves. Like,
Yeah. Well, we're at a loss. We just don't have anyone who knows how to fix it. The best we could do is try and irrigate smaller fields, but the soil quality, it's complicated.
well, look,
Other
we'll help you out. We'll see if we can fix whatever your problem is with the system. But you've got to help yourselves as well. You can't just expect this magical water system to fix all your problems. Springbrook existed before the irrigation system. It can exist without it after.
Well, it wasn't really magical per se. Just, well, mechanical. I don't think there was any magical component to it.
They're right though. Are there any candles in the
in the inn, tavern, pub, etc.?
Yeah, there's a few candles on the tables, I guess.
Are there any of them lit?
Yeah, there's the windows are pretty dirty, so it's the only way anyone can really see.
I'm going to cast control flames on one of the candles and lift the flame up and turn it into the shape of a person working. And while I do that, I'm going to say, the good thing about a disaster is afterwards the rebuild. If the world burns down, and then I quench the flame, everything comes back eventually. But you have to do the work. You gotta rebuild it. You can't just wallow. And it doesn't have to be the same thing as it was before. Burning down is transformation. And it can build something better if you just let it.
Roll me
Once I actually
persuasion,
agree with Red.
charisma.
Hold on. I'd like to help with this. I'm using prestidigitation to just make the sound of an audience clapping behind Red.
All right, persuasion. I have a good old
Okay.
+0 in that.
Yep, disadvantage
But help?
because the applause is probably... No, I'm
Disadvantage.
messing with you. Advantage.
Let's go.
Just saying, they must thought you were making
that-
fun of them.
That's a flat 12.
He sort of looks at you, ponders what you said, and says, I get what you're trying to say, but don't you think that feels a bit high concept? You're telling us we need to take things into our own hands, but what have we got to do? Well, we've got fields made of pure mud. We've maybe got a dozen hands to work.
As fun as it is giving this guy the third degree. You know, I love me a good roasting.
No,
Maybe you can just show me machine and I can get a good night's rest.
yeah, it's
Wow.
fair enough, mate. Like,
Wow.
I was just thinking, if we fix this stuff, is it actually going to make any difference if they're not actually putting in the effort to make the place work anyway? But sure, let's fix their thing, get ourselves some sleep, and we can go on into the mountains.
Look, if we can get it working again, we can recruit someone. You know, have them sort of keep it maintained. Maybe sort of build work up blueprints. The artificer who came by, just no plans, no anything, just basically built it as almost a flex.
Maybe you're better off without it. Maybe you're better off with an irrigation system that you know how to repair yourself.
We can't get an irrigation system we know how to repair ourselves without an irrigation system.
Or maybe maybe we sort
heard
it
of
out. We can tell
trenches?
you how to run it and stuff, and you can go from there.
You're right near a river. Dig some trenches. Put in some sluice gates. It's not.
Right.
It doesn't have to be complex things involving springs and clocks and whatever.
Red, that
you don't
red's
need
like
no-
10 miles away.
Yeah, it was no simple piece of engineering, mundane or magical. And
All right,
he
let's
sort of
go
gestures,
take a look at this system. Come on in.
Yeah. Well, if you think you can help. And he sort of leads you out. You travel sort of north of the town towards the river. And what he basically shows you is basically a stone aqueduct. You sort of, just immediately looking at it, it's clearly cracked and damaged. Gonna need a roll if you want to learn more about it.
Absolutely. What would you like me to roll?
Okay, do you have any tool proficiencies?
Do I have a tool proficiency?
Like mason's tools, or I'd also accept something to do with agriculture.
Okay, nothing in that vein. I just have a high int. Does anybody have any useful tools or skills here?
Nada.
Land vehicles is the closest thing I've got, and I don't think that's going to apply.
Depends on what you mean by useful, because I have bagpipes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's useful.
In that case, what I will allow is nature at disadvantage because farming isn't really specifically nature, you know.
Can I argue for investigation just to figure out the thing as a whole, like how it's supposed to work and where the fault is, so I can maybe direct them in this is what it is and this is how you fix it?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll allow intelligence investigation, but you're not necessarily going to get all the information.
That's absolutely fine.
Like, you can probably work out what's wrong with it, but you can't. Obviously, you won't necessarily understand the overall mechanism.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
Amber, what's wrong with this thing? And then I just hear squeaking in my ear. I have no idea.
Okay, natural 16 for a total of 22.
Nice.
Okay, yeah.
What do you mean you're just a stoat?
Okay, since that beats a 20, I'm going to give you a bit more than I was going to give you.
Hooray!
So you basically walk up and down. You realise it's cracked in several places, and well, you look at several gates that seem, and you sort of work out. It basically uses a system of gates to now what basically obviously rivers do actually have tides, although not necessarily to the extent the seashore would. And it basically uses the natural tides to trap some water and allow it to flow down towards the fields, and that keeps a steady flow of water all year round. And you also realise the stone is there's quite a lot of very dark stone, which uses the limited amount of sunlight to basically warm the water slightly, and this also helps prevent it freezing in the winter. And your sort of general estimation is basically there had been several cracks growing for years and years, and it looks like the sort of impromptu high tide basically overwhelmed it and caused those cracks to finally split. So overall, it's this must have happened eventually, although maybe on a slower scale, which should have given them more time to find someone to fix it. And for a 22, I'm going to say you can work out how to get the stonework back in place.
You could probably do it with a dwarf, to be honest.
I know, right, Ben?
Shame there aren't any with us.
Yeah.
I'm presuming
Dwarves.
then
Always
So there's-
supplying with their stonework.
the scale of the problem that we've got here and the fact that we lack the tools, I'm assuming we're not able to immediately fix this ourselves. But if the town has any of their own like stoneworkers, I could at least like direct them in. Like, it's gonna take you a while, but this is what you need to do.
Okay, in that case, to sort of pass this on, I'll take a... what would be appropriate here? Let's call this a charisma nature check, just to explain... No, nature's not really quite right, is it? Problem is there isn't really a sort of a skill for specifically building stuff, is there?
What if we call it? Because this is just the imparting of information, right? So like either persuasion or performance intelligence.
Yeah, that's...
Because it's
I'll-
being
yeah,
able to put across info in a way that makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds good, actually. Intelligence performance, please.
Not as good.
Time to be a regular Bill Nye.
plus-
Well, no, that's not.
Four. That's a total of 17.
Okay, I was looking for a 15, so... yeah.
Hooray!
You sort of slowly point out the breaks, sort of give your theory on how that it was overwhelmed and what was happening, and
Right,
Fury
makes
just
sense.
sort of
Here's the weak point.
sort of looks, nods, and said so after a while he sort of stops you and comes back with a stonemason, and you can tell that She's a stonemason because, you know, she wears. Well, she's got the mason hammer and gloves.
A big white sticker label that says "Stonemason."
Hey, my name's Mason. Well, that's not technically my name. It's Elysia, but everyone just calls me the Mason.
And what do you do, Mason?
Bake bread.
Oh, no.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. So yep, Mason basically sort of listens to your little lecture as well. You see her, and you sort of see in her eyes just, you know, something clicks. And she says, wait. Oh. I can fix this.
And that is job well done. I am going to go lie down.
And I walk away.
Okay, so yep, since you've fixed their, well, not really fixed their irrigation system, but at least solved their problem, you're allowed to stay for the night. And,
Success!
yep, the town just, yep, your relationship value with the town's increased. They're sort of regarding you a bit more warmly now. Like, instead of sort of averting their gaze, they're sort of giving you friendly nods and, you know, sort of making idle conversation with you. You know, a few children there sort of ask you what things are like to the north, east. That sort of thing. So yeah, you can...
I tell them horrifying tales of goblin raids.
roll me charisma or intimidation
Oh no.
with advantage.
Oh, with advantage, eh?
You're literally doing this to children. It's
One.
not going to be hard.
Yes.
And you're spooky.
Oh. So that advantage gave me a natural 20 for 21.
Oh god.
Yeah, like, you give them a good scare, but, like, it's not the bad kind of scare. Like, they're just running
They're
around
horrified
saying...
but excited.
Yeah, they're just sort of, like, within minutes, they're just sort of being like, hey, look at me, I'm a goblin. And chasing each other around.
That is
Some
deeply
goblin fan.
offensive.
I love it. When we get a spare moment, Rush will kind of take Red aside and be like, "Boy, like, this
Hey.
place literally has spring in its name. There's got to be
Yeah.
a spring somewhere, right? You're a druid. Can you like do water divining or something? There's got to be a
Do
spring.
you know
surely.
what circle I am part of? Rush.
Yeah, but druids is druids, right?
You know what? If you want to, give me a history check at this, you know, a charisma history check, just to learn the local law.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, I can do that.
The one
Okay,
who was
cool.
asking about it.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense. Yep. Sorry. History, charisma. Did you say?
Yep,
And
charisma history,
disadvantage.
because you're learning this from the townsfolk.
Okay. Do I have history? Oh, I've got proficiency in history. Okay, that's a +6. Come on. 19.
Okay, yep, for a 19 you basically learn that the spring was a nickname for the irrigation system.
Oh.
And, you know, it was connected to the brook, hence Spring Brook, which eventually corrupted to Springbrook.
So, like, the town.
It's a,
Did
I mean,
it have
what
a
is it if
different
not an
name bef-
artificial spring?
Did the town not exist? Did they have a different name before the spring, before the irrigation? Oh, this is
Yeah.
just okay. Let's go.
Yeah, and if
Names
you've got a 20,
change.
yeah,
Yep.
if you got a 20, you'd have learnt it.
I take off my hat, I reach into it, pull out a little lollipop, hand it to Rush, say, don't think about it too much.
Yeah, no, it's doing my head in. Let's Let's just go.
Maybe you need to think into those of us with the power of thinking.
Okay.
You see, back at the cloister, you'd read a book, it would make sense, and you'd read the next book, and it would be like a logical progression and shit. But like, some things in the real world.
Welcome to the real world, kid.
Yeah, man.
I'm stealthily casting control flames on a nearby flame source near to the children to make it change color and create shapes of animals flying around in the air without making it look like it's me. It's a somatic only spell, so I don't need to shout or anything like that. So I'm just casually like distracting all of the children with various shapes of like bears and animals running around in the fire.
Red, are you even listening to me?
Okay.
Oh, we're having a conversation. You're waving your
We
Well,
try
hand.
not to.
Was it important?
No, it's not. Let's just go.
Then no, I wasn't listening.
Okay, Brad, could you just quickly roll me a d12?
Sure. D12, there we go. 9.
Yep, 9 children are completely entranced by these dancing animals.
And I think Rush, you'd probably notice that, yeah, his eyes are just watching the kids playing, and he's got a smile on his face.
Ah.
So precious.
Okay. Yep. So there aren't many sort of supplies in the town, but you can sort of maybe do some shopping if you want, if you reasonably need anything.
I don't think so.
You can they allow you to stay at the inn because it's a settlement. You can make this a long rest.
A long rest?
Hell yeah, changing up my spells.
Wow,
I'm
if
still
only
good
I
for
could
rations.
do
Does
that.
anyone need to get any supplies?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah. I will say one thing before you turn in. As a sort of Mason's looking over the sort of the spring, and you know, she sort of picks something up and sort of turns to you and says, I don't suppose any of you sort of know anything about, well, this was part of it, but I don't really know how to read, you know, it's not really my area. I mean, in theory it's just a matter of riveting, but you never know. And she's holding a small brass plaque, which was presumably attached to it.
What does the plaque read?
The plaque reads, "This mechanical wonder was the work of Timar Midley the Younger, Master Artificer."
You cut off on the name, sorry.
I'm Middley.
Timar Midley the Younger.
Oh.
Right. How old is this plaque? When was this done?
Do you happen to have the archaeologist background?
Nah.
Okay. Roll me history at disadvantage.
Alright.
Oh, sorry, intelligence history.
Yeah. Oh,
You aren't really sure. Like, I mean, for all you know, artificers can make metal last forever.
I suppose.
Could I use the herbalism kit to my proficiency with it at the very least, to make a kind of some kind of sticky substance that'll dry and act as a kind of glue for the plaque?
Yep. I'm imagining you can
You know,
make some sort of resin.
Take it from a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have talked to
then-
Sully before we left. Makes great glue.
We'll make
What?
this. Sorry.
I did not know that we'd need glue.
Kept,
Do I look like a diviner?
Sorry, Bree, go on.
Sorry. Wisdom. Herbalism kit proficiency, then, please.
Ooh, wisdom. What is my thing for that?
Yeah. Since you're basically sort of looking around
Plus 4.
at what you can find. I'd imagine you didn't bring glue with you.
No, glue is not in my inventory. Hence why I ask about using the herbalism. Total of 14.
Yeah, you sort of stick it there. It might not hold forever, but yep. Now that they're going to be a bit more proactive about maintaining the aqueducts, they're probably going to be able to. They'll probably find something.
Yeah, just somebody could learn how nails work.
Maybe you could teach them how to do that glue.
I have done enough teaching for today. I am grouchy and must go to sleep before you learn why I have my name.
Oh, have we not already been asleep? I thought we'd gone to sleep and done this the next day. Oh, okay.
Oh no,
Oh,
this was
wait,
happening
yeah,
before.
it's just
No,
next
this was actually happening before.
Ah, right,
Oh,
okay,
man,
they've gone.
it is dark. It's nighttime. What's your sleeping situation like here?
You know, I didn't actually catch your name.
What, me? I'm Rush.
No, the Goblin.
Oh. Go on,
Oh,
Twak,
thank-
introduce yourself.
Oh, Twak.
It did. What do you mean?
Lovely to meet
Discord
you.
didn't catch it, Enfys.
Ah, fair enough.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't hear it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Rush, Twak, that's Red, and that one's Ortho.
well, I guess we at the very least we owe you a room for the night. So help yourselves. There's no locks on the door, but I doubt anyone will bother you. Just make the beds when you're done.
All right.
That's going to be a 1-star on the Yelp review.
Is this
I don't
just
think this
Twak
place is a
yelling at?
particularly high rating anyway.
Yeah, is this just Twak yelling at their fellow goblins about the quality of this place?
The Yelp review.
Yeah,
Yes.
Twak, it's like, do not raid this place. They ain't got shit.
Yes.
You meet on bones. You just
Actually
know
doing
for
them a
days.
service.
Okay. So does anyone have any more business in this town, or are you leaving? In the
Yeah, did
morning?
anyone want to buy anything? Rations or anything like that? I guess they probably don't have too many rations.
Yep. Buy anything? Any more questions? Want to scare any more children? That sort of thing.
Let's
Let's
move
leave
on
them in
before we
peace.
make enemies of these fine people.
Yeah, maybe we come back in a month and see if they're doing all right.
As you say this, Fury sort of looks at you quizzically and says, you helped us. Why would you be our enemy?
Have you heard Twak talk?
I thwack Red on the back of the head, which does require
See?
me to climb up Red's back.
This is what I mean.
Right, before
Well,
this lot
that's
do
just goblins
too much
for ya.
talking, like,
It's a miracle I let them climb on my back to hit me on the head in the first place. But I'm just tired of it at this point. I'll just let it happen.
You know what you deserve. Everybody deserves.
Right.
Fury, don't listen to this lot. Right, sorry. Before we head off, do you know anything about the woods or the mountains to the south?
Oh, what do you need to know?
Well, that's where we're headed. Is there anything we should know? Do you know anything at all? Does anyone here know anything at all about anything outside of this town?
Well, and what I'll need from you is basically just a charisma persuasion check, just to, pick his brains.
Sure.
Hey,
Like
you got a climbing kit?
You can have advantage because, he wants to tell you stuff, he just doesn't know what you want to know.
Cool.
Like, yeah, some guy said there was like some kind of like experiments or something wandering around, and like, what is he talking about?
Huh? Oh, you mean the wizard lab?
Yeah,
What?
There's they're a bit, hush hush. Like, if you're a wizard, they might offer to employ you, or maybe an artificer, but we mostly just keep away. But they tend to, buy grain and fruit.
Oh,
It's
That reminds me.
they were one of the people were they were one of the people we were selling to. You see.
Is there
When
a
was the
safe
last-
path?
Don't get lost in the woods, I guess.
When was the last time you heard from these people?
Well, pretty much since we last time we had anything to sell them. Like after we had to turn them away a couple of times, they just stopped sending anyone.
Weird they didn't fix the irrigation system.
Something
Would have
about
been in their best efforts.
something about artificer nonsense.
Right. They probably didn't have any springs.
Okay, so I'm good.
You needed
So I'm going to
wood,
say- yeah.
stonework.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, because you actually had the sense to ask them before going, I'm going to give you a treat.
A Scooby snack.
Like zoinks!
Like Red, they don't have any food.
Okay. Let me
Did
just
you not
get
notice
the
we had to
right
make our
one.
own breakfast?
I have
noticed.
a question for the GM. Out of
ahead.
character. The accomplice that we the clone slash simulacrum thing we've got following us. What have they been up to all this time?
Okay. So Misty, as I recall, you called her. Oh yeah, but looks to the
Oh, yeah.
south, by the way.
Ah. We were so close. Well, like 30 miles away.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Since you actually thought to ask before leaving, I was actually honestly thinking you were about to go without asking. But yeah, Misty's just been sort of staying quiet, wandering around.
Misty. Oh yeah, because the only spell they had was like Misty Step.
Yeah, well, she had other spells.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about her.
Yeah, didn't we suss out that Misty was a simulacrum?
It was
That is
implied.
my current.
That's
That
the
was.
theory.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is. Twak's current working theory, but Twak has not shared that.
Got it.
You know the name of any of these wizards?
Are you addressing this to Misty? Sorry.
No, to Fury. Sorry.
Let me think. Let me think. Oh yeah. A dwarf named. What was their name? It'll come to me in a second.
I think you got like
great.
a ledger or something with who you did trading.
Gravestaff, I think.
Grave staff.
And yeah, well, it was pretty informal.
Right. Okay.
I mean, we grow our crops, but we're not chappered.
Right.
he
You,
spits,
you
he
really love
says.
Chafford, eh?
He spits. He says chappered.
You really love Chafford.
Yep, Chappered, the town that completely ignored them when they begged for help. To be fair, the mayor at the time probably didn't care too much.
Lady Rye Gluten.
Yep.
Well, once you get yourselves up on your feet again, you maybe send a messenger over to Airedale. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to get some sort of trade-in route set up or something. But,
Yeah, I think Gravestaff was maybe not necessarily the head honcho, but kind of important. And a halfling went by Flatfoot, first name Panas. I think he had a nickname, but I can't quite remember it.
well, it's a start. Let's got some names to drop. Know where we're going. I guess good luck. and we'll catch you around.
Yeah. Drop by. Who knows? Maybe we can. Where do you say you come from?
Airedale. It's like a week to the northeast.
Oh yeah, Airedale. Heard that place was kind of run down.
It's had its ups and downs.
Huh.
Much like this
Well.
place, eh?
Well, who knows? Maybe if you're sending out adventurers these days, maybe it's a sign of better times in the entire region.
They recently fought off entire Nullraid. It was very impressive. Here's why I am there now.
Okay, give me a charisma persuasion check to convince him that you're not just BSing. Because he will know that pretty much any settlement larger than this one's been completely devastated by them.
11.
Right. You aren't entirely sure if he believes you.
Whatever. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Farewell. Bye.
Okay, so you're heading out of town. You can refresh your tokens after you set your pace.
Yeah. So we know there's
What
a fair
do
bit of
the
forest to get
pace?
through, and then mountains. So
Yeah.
it's at least 2 days travel to get to that hex. Should we just take it easy?
I
slow.
vote normal pace.
Yeah.
Or whatever that's worth.
Best to keep our eyes peeled for trouble.
Sure.
Okay.
Normal sounds good. How many's normal? Is it 10?
Oh,
That I'm trying to find the thing so I can remember.
while you're deciding what sort of pace to set, by the way, anyone who's
9
interested,
tokens on normal.
9.
Hey, there we go.
yeah, anyone who's
So 11
interested, just
total.
give me a quick wisdom insight check, please.
All right.
Interested
Okay.
in what?
Good
Yeah,
question.
You said. All right.
Anyone who feels like it, basically.
Oh, okay.
Wisdom insight.
Amusing inspiration.
Okay.
21.
Damn.
Yeah, that beats my 3. Or 6.
Okay. Anyone else rolling?
Nah, that's all right. I've had enough insight.
Twak's ready to go. He's not paying that much attention anymore.
Okay.
I'm just.
Sorry, finish the sentence.
I was like, yeah, I'm just. Kind of through with the whole town is kind of run down, so I'm just making balloon animals past the town.
Okay. So Red, as you walk off. Twak can't lead, and Rush can't lead fast enough. Ortho's just making balloon animals and leaving a trail behind you. Which, to be fair, a few children sort of quietly approach and carry off. But you sort of see yourself as like a team dad sort. Like you want to look out for your family, and you sort of realise, well, Misty is trailing behind, and she, for a 21, I'm going to say you sort of get the impression she's almost considering just turning around and walking away.
I'll go walk over to her. Not like being obvious about it, but just sort of slow my pace so that I'm alongside her and go, "Hey,
Oh,
something the matter?"
Well, something, yeah. But I couldn't tell you what.
Can't as in you don't know what, or can't as in you know but you can't tell us.
I can tell you, but I don't really know.
I get that. You know, I'm not the cleverest guy on the team, but what I got, and he slams a fist into his stomach, that gut feeling will keep you going. When your brain fails you, when everything else fails you, your gut is what you gotta trust.
Yeah, that's it. Now that I know where we're going, it's some sort of nameless terror.
Hey,
I don't know what's there, but I don't know if I want to.
if this journey unsettles you, head back to Springbook. We'll pick you up on the way back.
Well, it's not a bad town. Don't know if anyone else has noticed this conversation. I mean, I believe Red said he was sort of doing this subtly, so.
Yeah, like only like he's just not making a big deal out of it. I imagine other people probably would notice.
Okay.
I don't think any of us care.
Twak would care. Would I be close enough to be overhearing the conversation? Is the next question.
You can be.
Twak's
Nice.
not going to be subtle about it. Twak would hearing, because presumably Red in particular was not being like especially quiet.
Yeah.
I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Twak would just straight up just stop walking until they catch up, and then start walking again, kind of on the other side of Misty.
That thing worth considering. If this is out, if you are terrified of just knowing place, what happens when they catch up to you? Hmm? Maybe you need friends. Maybe you should stay with us. Hmm?
Well, I don't feel like anyone's hunting me or anything like that. It's just.
You have amnesia. You have no idea.
Oh, but at this point, Guinness sort of sidles up.
I forgot about Guinness.
Yep, you know the entire reason you're here.
Yes, well.
Well, for what it's worth, no, about, yeah, I think I might be from there, or maybe not, but there might be answers for why I am, and I want to know. Well,
That is correct thinking.
maybe I don't want to know.
It is not correct thinking. Knowing always better than make informed decision. Red would agree, yes?
I've been thinking.
Sometimes the ignorance of bliss is.
Maybe
It's there for a reason.
maybe I don't remember anything for a reason.
I'm in Red.
Red has an intelligence score of 4 and a wisdom score of 16. You're not getting that out of him.
Well, do not make decision based on knee-jerk reaction. We have time yet. Think on it. Stay with us for another day. Hmm?
Okay, in that case, what I'll ask is two opposed charisma persuasion rolls
Oh no.
from Red and from Twak.
Yeah.
And I guess whoever rolls hardest is going to sort of help her make up her mind.
Win over.
Here we go.
13, because I rolled a 12.
0.
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 1 and I've got -1 to charisma. I've got a charisma of 9.
Nice.
Well, Red, I'm sure you mean well, but this wow, your retoric's been getting a bit old since the upteenth time.
I'm just saying it's okay for you to be an idiot.
Well,
Like
my
me.
Yeah. Well, whatever I am, I'm a wizard. So all I've got is my brains. Maybe you're
I
right.
do have a
Mac.
quarterstaff. I thunk Red on the head with the end of the quarterstaff. Not hard enough to do damage, not like an attack roll, but
Yeah, I think you're right, Mac. maybe. Well, I can always change my mind later. Let's go. Maybe I'll remember more, and on the way, and I'll be able to make up my mind.
That is the way, yes. Onwards.
Yep. And with that, you're off.
Okay, so 1 planes. Is that 3? Also, which planes are we
yes.
moving into? I assume we're moving down into this one.
That one makes sense, I think. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, well, nobody else will move us. I'll move us.
Yeah, I think we discussed previously about like kind of following the line of the mountains.
Yeah, that was initial plan. Because we know there's like a bridge. That should be relatively easy to spot.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say nothing really happens in this hex. If you want to move again.
Into the forest then?
Sure. With
It's like a river
river
crossing as
tile,
well.
So that's a +1 on top of the forest thing. I forget the numbers for that.
Forest base is 6, so it's going to cost us 7 to get in there.
This
Oh,
is
we're
going to
down
be
to
a long
1.
travel.
Yep.
That's just the nature of forest travel.
Mm-hmm.
If only we had an OG 2014 Ranger with us.
Yeah, Parfrey's busy in town.
Yeah, but he's Tasha's Ranger, not OG Ranger.
True. So we got to bunk down for the night. We're at Dope.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Let's give you some tasty map.
Delicious.
Delicious.
The world is opening up.
Lick it.
Don't lick the map, you'll destroy the ink.
On the way, I suppose, you're just making conversation with old Papa, like, hey, you'll hear somebody found some, like, talking bees or something? Like, up north?
That is ridiculous. Clearly, it is old wives' tale.
I don't know.
Somebody
Wait.
spinning yarn.
Hank was talking about some big bee.
Big bee.
Oh,
Is that the guy with
wives
the
here.
hand?
Nah. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Hank doesn't always know what he's talking about.
Okay. Oh yeah, what's your travelling order, by the way? Like, who's out front?
I'll go up front.
Rush is always
somebody
at the
with
back.
decent wisdom. And the Twak is in the middle with Misty and Guinness.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Guinness.
Okay. So, yeah.
Again?
Forgot about
forget
the
about
entire
everyone.
point of this quest. Yeah.
Okay. So, Red, if you're up front, could you give me a perception check, please?
Yep. Where's my perception? There it is. Decent.
While we're
16.
traveling, could Twak also take some time to try and forage?
Absolutely. If you want to roll a survival check.
That's an option?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
it
wanna
saves
help.
us from having to
Yeah, I got +5 survival. I want to help.
Oh well, then you do it, and I'll help you. Give
Okay.
you advantage instead of me.
Yep.
I'll roll with advantage. While making the worst jokes Twak has ever heard.
Oh no. Twak
And we're
It's funny
obviously filling up our
considers
water skins
revoking
at the
the
river
aid.
as we go past as well.
Yeah, but I kind of want Twak to get the sense that they're deliberately bad jokes. Anyways, 21.
Okay. Out of interest, what are your? Can you give us some examples of these bad jokes?
Oh no.
Alright. What's brown and sticky? A stick.
Not according to my kids.
Just take your inspiration and go.
Who is that addressed to?
He just told a terrible joke about poop. It was about poop. Don't deny it.
No, it was an anti-joke about sticks.
Yes, but we all know what it was about.
It was about sticks. Sometimes
Yeah.
a stick is just a stick.
Yeah, also not according to my kids.
I mean, if you want to argue the point, we can always make it disinspiration.
Can I give the inspiration to somebody else? Because I have some from the AR.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I'll
fine.
take it.
Nick, you
All
got
right.
it from... Oh, you used your inspiration earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, I
he
used
did.
it.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
for a 21, you can salvage enough berries, and would Ortho be the type to hunt game?
No.
Okay, yeah, I guess you just find some berries everyone can eat. So no need to spend rations today.
Yeah, he's kind of used to just going to like a food court and just grabbing food from a stand. But sometimes when the boss is feeling lazy, he visits the farm.
Fair enough. And Red, with that perception check, what you hear as you're all walking along a barely trodden forest path are the sounds of clashing, swords and sword. The odd
There's
the
a
odd
fight
whip,
ahead.
screams, shouts.
Let it all out.
These are the things
Is it the
I'm
Wandering Post
confused
decidedly?
about.
What
Who on earth is that?
Come on.
what kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
shouting does
talking
it
to
sound?
you. Oh, give me your own perception check after Red points this out.
Oh, okay. Where's my perception? Oh no, 0 on perception. 11.
Okay, for an
Yeah.
11, you don't really get much more information. It's definitely the sound of someone having, well, at least a few people having a good scrap.
It's fighting.
It's,
What more do you need to know? People is having good time.
Can I send my sprite over to the sound of the fighting and see if they can get a look on what's going on?
Yeah, sure. Give your sprites a stealth check, please.
Oh man, they got expertise in that. Isn't that fun?
Isn't it just?
Nice.
Yeah. But they're also invisible all the time, so that definitely helps. 17 plus 8. 25.
Okay, your scout gives a full assessment. Well, since you're pretty in on the bay, you'll recognise basically there's a mini war going on. Two people who are clearly Fey princes are both in open war. They seem to be sort of calling in 3 followers at a time for a portal and having them fight it out, although you're not entirely certain to what end. Either way,
Hey, politics.
yeah, like it's a brutal battle. Like because when the fair summoned, obviously it varies. Like some Fae are more mortal than others, but in general, it looks like the Fae that are being slain are just being sent back to the Sorry, I've got the first world stuck in my head from Pathfinder.
Yeah,
The
they're basically
Feywild.
just
The Feywild, sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
Feywild, yeah.
yeah. It's just like a Valhalla situation.
Yeah.
Live, die, repeat.
All right,
Exactly.
let's not get involved. Let's just keep a wide berth and we'll go around. All right? Yeah.
I kind of share my boss's
Are you
opinion
such
on
coward?
the Fey politics. They kind of Fey politics bore me quite a bit.
Yeah. Look, we didn't come here to get involved in a war. Let's just look after our crew, go around. We don't need to get involved in this.
I mean,
Okay, well, you can either approach or you can try and sneak past. The choice is yours.
sometimes the Fey are very generous if you help them out, and sometimes they'll steal your identity. Who knows?
Is this why you're in the guise of a clown? Did they steal your face? Misty pipes up.
Oh no, no. nothing as malicious as that. I just found my way to a carnival one day, and I was like, as a kid, and I was like, this is a fun place, you know. It was a nice place to stay, so I just kind of lived there.
Oh, okay.
Regardless of what everyone else is trying to do, Rush is trying to shepherd everyone like around this battlefield, particularly Guinness and Misty, because they all just kind of follow instructions.
Look. It's getting late anyway. What is wrong with dinner and show before we set up camp? Hmm?
All right, maybe like go on a hill in a distance or something where we can not be attracting attention.
I mean, I enjoy a good show.
And you cannot see all the blood and the gore. Like you are taking out the best parts.
I mean,
How
have
dare
you seen?
you?
Have you seen my outfit? I'm kind of built for attracting attention. He'll just point out his bright red and white
I
checkerboard
wasn't
outfit.
planning on hiding.
I just don't want to get dragged into whatever's going
Hang
on over there.
We're 2v1 here. I need to know Red's opinion.
War is not a game. And he stomps off into the forest.
I'm with him.
Now, Red, I'd like to point out that it doesn't look like anyone's actually dying over there. They're just like, figure a little harder to kill than that.
Twice in 2 days, I agree with Red. Something's going wrong. But come on, you lot, let's go.
Okay.
All right, spoil sports.
Like Twak, if you want to go watch, you can go watch, but just don't bring them over here if they do.
Okay. If you
I mean,
what I'll say is
Oh.
can I get stealth rolls from anyone who's trying to avoid the place?
Right. I have stealth.
We're going to make this a group check.
Oh, I don't have stealth. Okay.
Oh man,
God damn
it's a
it.
group check. I'm not exactly trying to avoid them. I'm just watching.
I'll go along with the group. It's everybody has said no, so let's be nice. Stealth is +3. Okay, that's not a good roll though. 9 total.
10 total.
Okay. So Red's passed. I was actually just looking for a 10 sneak past. So that's
Nice.
1 fail, 2 passes. Wait, is it Red or... No, it was definitely Red who rolled that, wasn't it?
Rush got an 18.
Oh, yeah, that was Rush then.
And Ortho got a
Also
10.
got a 10.
Yeah. Ortho got a 10, that's a pass. Rush got an 18, that's a pass. Twak got a 9, that's a fail. Did Red roll?
Yeah, I got a
yeah.
9.
Not what I saw.
Oh, okay, that's 2 passes, 2
Yes.
fails.
Woo!
Okay.
Chaos.
How about Misty and Guinness?
Good point.
Yeah, make the. Yeah.
What are their?
the NPCs are the tiebreakers, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Okay, so
we have stat
Misty...
blocks for those two.
Wouldn't you like to know? Okay, so Misty got an 18. She's very good at staying quiet, it turns out. And Guinness. What's their modifier? Ooh, interesting.
What is going on?
Okay, so Guinness got a 7, so that
It's a tie
evens
again.
Yes.
The tiebreaker tied. Why? Okay, so what does that mean in terms of group checks like this?
Okay.
Is this a
so,
like met the DC sort of situation?
Okay, basically I'm going to say because it's a perfect tie, it's going to be a sort of mixed success. And what you're trying to do is just get past without being noticed. So as you
Even
sort
though-
of
I was like, even though I rolled a pass, I'm fine if I'm noticed.
well, what happens is, as you're walking past, you think you've you've not drawn any attention, like you don't go anywhere near the direction you hear, and you can sort of tell there's a clearing. But as you you're sort of sneaking through. Guinness suddenly stops and looks. Misty sort of gestures at them to keep following. When all of a sudden, a young, well, maybe centuries old, you never know, and a ladrin comes charging through and just basically runs into you.
Run to the hoop.
I'm going to say Red was in front, so Red. The Eladrin in question has a bit of a gash on their side, and then but they don't look terribly injured, and they just sort of straighten up, look towards Red, look towards the rest of you. The ball's in your court.
Speaking of balls, I'm
Hey.
juggling.
We don't want any trouble here. Go back to your play fight. Leave us be.
Roll me intimidation, charisma.
Hell yeah. I'm actually proficient in that. I mean, I'm not good at it still, but hell yeah.
Natural one. Natural
Oh,
one.
17.
Oh,
You got it, sir. And he just sort of turns on a heel and runs back towards the fight.
A fun storm in the Feywilds.
I use Crown of Madness to make him attack red. No, not really.
This isn't a PvP game.
I know.
Much.
Hey, I did pretty good with the surprise PvP and save tonight. That was
That's
good.
true. Anyway, yeah, you managed to sneak past without drawing any attention, so you can move. Move a safe distance away in camp, or well, you're not really getting a choice here. You're out of tokens.
Aye. Well, I mean, the choice is to get exhaustion, but we're not going to do that.
It's true. You could make a run for it. You never know.
Once we hit 2024
No,
rules,
no.
that might be a much more legitimate choice, to be honest.
This is true.
Okay.
But for now, I think we're resting.
Hmm.
Okay. Can I get a watch order, please?
I'll go first watch.
I'll go
Red's on
second, I
first.
guess.
Okay. Red, Ortho.
Yeah, I'll go third.
Hey, I shall
Red
take
for
the
Rush.
dawn watch.
Okay. And Twak on the dawn. Just gonna roll something. Okay. So yeah, Red. Nothing particularly happens. Ortho. Nothing happens.
Hello.
Rush. You look at the fire. It crackles a bit. The embers are dying a bit because, it's fairly late and there's not much point in putting more fuel on. It's maybe going to be like 5 more hours till dawn. And, Twak takes you off for their watch. Twak.
Hello there.
As you're sort of sitting around by the fire, you hear a voice. Twak, can I talk? As Misty sort of emerges from the tent. Well, she basically had her own tent with her this whole time, so she's been sleeping in that.
I'll put the notes that I was, various arcane notes that I was shuffling through on the bits of parchment that I've got sort of threaded together in like a makeshift book back into my pack.
Well, what can I do to help you with?
Well, I've been thinking. Well, Same sort of conversation as earlier, really. I don't know really what I want to do.
Yeah.
Guinness doesn't know anything, and while they want to know more, I don't know anything, and I still feel like I'm happier knowing less, even though I don't know why.
Do I get the sense that she's being honest? Is this like a proper forthright and transparent review of her situation from her perspective?
Give me a a wisdom insight check.
Not terrible. 16.
Okay, for a 16, I'm going to say you don't really sort of detect any sort of lies here. She's clearly nervous. You sort of get the
Okay.
feeling she had to build herself up to say this.
I have been watching you very closely. And I think that maybe it would be in everyone's best interest if I tell you what little I know, and then we can help each other further down the road. Hmm?
Oh. That sounds good.
What was it?
Okay. Okay. Cannot speak as to Guinness, because Guinness is very unique. But you, I think, are some kind of perhaps clone or a simulated person. Hmm? I think somebody was doing experiments to either make slaves or perhaps extend their own lifespan. I have theories on the regard of my own magics, but I think you are product of this.
Okay, give me a charisma arcana check to convince her.
Charisma Arcana.
You can have advantage if you also happen to have proficiency in persuasion.
I do not have proficiency in persuasion. No, I do not. Okay, so I will not take the advantage. I will take that natural 13 for a total of. Hold up, hang on. You said Charisma Arcana, right?
Charisma, that's right.
Okay, +1 +2 on 13 is 16 total.
Okay. So she regards you. Well, that sounds implausible, but you make a persuasive argument. That mage we met earlier, the elven one, we have the same. And she points to the scar on her nose.
Yes. See, this is what I am thinking. Somebody is reason you do not have memories is because you are only partial physicality. They did not move on mental self. You have developed your own sense of being, entirely new soul, as it were. Maybe, perhaps. Do not quote me on that one because I do not know yet.
That makes sense, but she gestures to herself. Well, I'm clearly not an elven man. Why the difference?
Would Twak know about the spell Reincarnation? Is it high
drop-
level? Is the
Yeah,
thing.
just draw me a straight spellcasting check while I double check what the spell level is.
15 plus, and you wanted my spellcasting modifier, yeah?
Yeah.
21. Which is going to be higher than 10 plus spell level, so.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yes, yes you do.
There are magics that can do this. Is I do not know how to cast it. It is usually realm of divine, or perhaps more primal kind of magics. but there are magics that can create a new life with all soul in different kind of body. I think maybe somebody trying to do similar with arcane magics, but it's something. It is difficult for mortal beings to grasp that particular magic, and thus we end up with accidents like you, albeit happy accident. I think you are most fascinating.
So you think some wizard tried to live forever and created me?
And who knows him anymore? Hmm?
Well, maybe that's all the more reason not to go anywhere near that lab. If I was created there, maybe I'm better off just turning around and making my own life.
Twak has one small problem with this. Well, two small problems with this. Well, one small problem and one very big problem.
Start with a small
One
problem.
small problem is that you are not only one. They are repeatedly doing experiment and getting failures, yes?
He said something about a failed experiment. Maybe I'm the last. Yeah, maybe maybe just because I'm just a person. That's why I was a failure. I mean, I'm certainly not him, so.
Exactly. Which brings us to second really big problem. You are terrified.
I'm not This isn't a kobold. Twak does say that with a weirdly sort of large grin, as like, ooh, this is a juicy bit.
Yeah, certainly we're in Pathfinder 2nd edition. This has been a ruse the entire time to get you back in the game, Nick.
I am playing a stupid character right now as well.
Oh wait, sorry. Non-stream game, so carry on.
This kind of ingrained fear, not normal. It means they do not very nice things to their failed experiments. We should save them, yes?
Save them? From what?
Whatever is happening. Big evil things. This is what people like to do, yes? They like to save, I suppose you would call them your family, your sibling, the other creation.
Well, credit Red for once. Just because we were created in the same test tube doesn't mean. Sorry, just because we were created in the same Emeralima flask doesn't mean we're family. Do I owe them anything?
This remind me of time with my family, who I had to flee from. See, goblins. We operate as one big family, yes? We are not always nicest to each other. And goblins, by and large, we do not owe each other anything. We help each other because it is way things are to be done. If a goblin did not help another goblin, there would be no more goblins. And things would just get worse. That is how it always ends up. Everybody goes separate ways, thinking this is what is best for me, and then everybody dies. But if you are convinced that maybe you will be fine and the continued horrors will not bother you, then you go live happy life.
Okay, so first of all, what's Wack's goal here? are they trying to convince her to come with, or do they genuinely want her to make up her own mind?
Come with, yes, but not for the altruistic reasons being presented.
Okay, in that case, we'll make this charisma deception,
Like-
please.
I am attempting to guilt her into following us.
Yeah, I'll call this, yep, definitely deception then.
11. That was not a good roll.
She looks you down and says, well, I don't know. And if I'm honest, I mean, maybe, do you really think it's in my best interest, or do you just need a guide? Because I can't really do that either. Like I said, I don't remember anything.
You only discovered where we were going at point of leaving village. We have general idea of where we is going. We know we is looking for bridge. Thanks to the village people, we even have a pretty good idea of area.
Thanks
We
to
do
the
not need
village
you for
people.
guide.
Make me a second deception check. This is going to be a high DC.
Oh, damn. Okay. Rainbow dice don't fail. Rainbow dice failed me. That was a total of 3. I rolled a 2.
I'm sorry, Twak. I'm sorry. I don't think I can do this. I need to find somewhere to live.
Hold up. See, my question now is, does Twak... What does Twak value more? The idea of getting more information about what she is, and thereby starting a combat? Or not potentially alienating to some degree the rest of the party with the immoral act of attacking this person?
Now, this is a spicy decision.
That is a spicy decision.
I will say, she's not going to. If Twak does act now, it will be a surprise round because while she's sort of suspicious of their motive, she does not expect to be attacked right now. She does definitely trust you.
Is she walking away? Is my question.
Nope, she's sort of looking at you as if maybe she's kind of hoping that you'll give her some advice on where to go instead.
Okay, what was the last thing she said?
Maybe I should find somewhere else to go.
Quick maths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Nearest safe space is more than 100 miles away. Could you possibly make it to Airedale alone?
I mean,
Mages such as we do not do well in being grouped upon by people who like to punch or stab or bite.
Maybe if I went back to Springbrook, I could, use some of my magic to, make my way and hire someone to escort me back. Who knows? Maybe an altruistic adventure.
I wish you best of luck with that.
Well, I met you partway from Airedale. Is it just across the hills?
Yes. follow tree line. Go over hills. You'll be fine.
Fine. Well, she heads towards her tent. I'll tell everyone I'm departing in the morning. Thanks for talking. And with that, she heads back towards her tent. You leaving it there?
Yes. Because she was not leaving immediately, and that would have given me. I know she wants to talk to everyone else as well. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. That's fine. Damn it.
Okay. I was
Oh,
honestly
so
expecting
close.
you to burn down her tent or something.
If she was going to be like, I'm leaving just now immediately, I was going to wait till she was walking, like, get a decent distance away, but not outside my range, and
Yeah.
then launch an attack. Would be like, she was trying to run away. She was leading us into a trap, but no.
Yeah. I mean, she is probably going to want to finish sleeping and take her stuff. She's not just going to walk straight
Yeah.
off like an Oblivion NPC.
Yeah, well, no, I was expecting her. Yeah, I was expecting her to grab her stuff and leave, or I was hoping is a better term. Who was going to
Okay.
grab her stuff and be gone, but she's
enough,
decided to leave it and wait till the morning. So I've given myself enough plausible deniability that it's like, no, I wasn't about to kill her. What do you mean? She's a person.
Yeah. I will say that this would have been a very interesting one-on-one combat.
I mean, we're in the rest of the party. My objective would have been to get everybody up first.
Okay. So, yeah. If you're just leaving us at that, you finish your
Yep.
watch and the dawn soon comes. Misty emerges from her tent and sort of waits for everyone to emerge from their own. And as breakfast is being started, she sort of speaks up as if she wants to get everyone's attention. Everyone, I had a bit of a chat with Twak last night, and well, I've decided I'm very sorry, but I just can't go there with you. There's nothing there for me, and all I know about it is I'm terrified. Twak explained to me that they believe I might be some sort of I don't know, veiled replacement body for some mad wizard. Why do I want to know more about that? If it's okay with all of you, I'm going to make my way back to Airedale. I'm sure I'll meet you there again when you've concluded your business. All I wanted to say
The
is
road's
that...
dangerous. You sure you're gonna be able to make it?
Oh, yes, I'll be fine. All I need, it's only a few days travel back. I get back to Springbrook. I'm sure I'll be able to find an escort from there.
Why don't you just go and stay in Springbrook?
Well, I could, but it's a bit, well, I doubt they need more mouths to feed there right now.
Well, Mister, you
And, well,
do what you need to do. You know, you never needed to come along with us all this way. And in fact, where we found you, you were 3/4 of the way to Airedale on your own anyway. So I'm sure you can make it back yourself.
Besides, I'm a wizard. I should be looking for a library and studying. I don't know what I want to do with my life, but I know what I can do.
Airedale Library is probably a good start for you.
Sometime.
It does sound nice. Well, good luck, everyone. And with that, she's going to finish breakfast and start packing up her tent.
It was good walking with you.
Same.
Josh will turn to Twak. Twak, what did you do?
I gave honest account of situation. That was all.
You scared the shit out of the poor girl.
She was
already felt
terrified
bad
upon.
about it.
Yeah, exactly. See, Red knows. Listen to Red. She felt terrified
Alright,
before conversation with Twak.
I ain't bothered that she's leaving. Like, that's neither here nor there. It's just maybe you need to be a bit more careful with your words. Yeah.
I cannot be held accountable for others' cowardice. How dare you?
No, but you can be held accountable for your own words, mate. I don't know what you said.
I
It's
should-
fine. Look,
I should have lied to her. I should have said, "You are a perfectly normal person. Yes, just like me."
I don't know what you said to her. It's fine. Whatever. Like, it's just
Yeah. The
maybe
camera
be a
just-
bit more gentle with people sometimes, you know?
Yeah. The camera just sort of pans to Misty, so you can clearly compare her to Thwack.
Like I said before, sometimes ignorance is bliss.
So, Misty just explained that Twak thinks that Misty is some kind of recreation of a powerful wizard failed experiment, that kind of thing.
Yes. Basically.
So I would Ortho be allowed to assume that, say, wizard of that power able to do that kind of thing might want to recover their lost property?
Roll me wisdom history check, please.
Oh boy. I have a +1 history. So +3 total.
Normal history is int, so substitute the intelligence score with wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's just +2 then.
That's right.
Hooray!
Yeah, that's a 17.
Okay, so you remember the wizard you met earlier, who had a very similar nose, basically said, and quote, "Oh, you're welcome. It's a failed experiment anyway." It's quite clear he doesn't really care that much about Misty or about the lab.
All right. Well, Misty, I understand not wanting to go along. Maybe sometimes not knowing where you came from is better, but be careful on your way back to Airedale. It seems like every few miles we get some kind of random encounter, and who knows how those are going to go.
Well, at the very least, I know the way back should be clear. Twak
Don't
tells
talk
me
to any.
the road through the hills should take me back there.
Probably.
Yeah, by this point, she's finished packing up her tent, and she's more or less ready to go.
Well, if I ever see you again, let me know if you're looking for a more permanent residence. I know somebody who's always looking for lost souls. Metaphorically.
Roll me a charisma persuasion check not to scare the heck out of her.
Oh, come on, I'm just a fae.
Just a
kind
fae.
Does
Yeah,
Simulacrum
just a
have
fae.
souls? Would she have a soul?
That depends on what she is and the nature of her existence. But she seems to be her own
that's a-
person, so it's viable.
That's a 15.
Okay, yeah, she just sort of smiles and says, "Well, they didn't deserve every wayward soul, and I have my own." Oh
Good
yeah,
luck, Misty.
Good for you.
oh yeah, Thwack. Since you've spent a fair bit of time talking to her, oh, inspiration by the way.
Hey.
I will let you roll one last thing: wisdom, medicine.
Ooh. That one's default, I believe. Wisdom, yes. Okay, our survey says 50. No, 70. I can count.
17. Yep. You notice that she she was definitely breathing. She was definitely well, on a few occasions she scratched herself and she bled. You think she's definitely more than a simulacrum of a living person. However she was created.
I think I'm a
This goes well.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will say one thing before we go for a break. I just had it written down in my notes that if she was sent back to either Airedale or Shafford, she would automatically get there safely, so don't worry about that.
Hooray!
I want to know what was up with that Fey battle. I wanted to intervene, but everyone else was like,
Alas.
no.
Yeah, the road not travelled.
Not everyone
For
else.
the
Mostly
record,
me.
that was the Two of Swords encounter. So they were fighting over a chipped teapot.
Perfect.
Anyway, now go to the break screen.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay,
It has
so
been a great opportunity for me to hydrate because my throat does not like the way Twak speaks, but I like the way Twak speaks, so my throat can do one.
that's fair.
Yeah, it reminds me of my Dr. Claw voice. It sounds painful to do in long bursts.
Yeah, I was getting tired of having to do Fury's voice, to be honest.
It amazes me, Enfys, how many like ways you can do that kind of gristly tone, but have it sound
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm actually amazed by the sort of gremlin voice you tend to use for like kobolds and stuff.
But they each of them have their own unique sound. Like you could definitely differentiate that from your other characters for sure, and all of those all sound completely distinct as well. It's quite impressive.
Yeah,
That's so
absolutely.
nice of you to say.
Oh yeah, we okay
I'm gonna go wee now.
reconvening. Yep, we okay reconvening at 5-2.
Yep.
Sounds
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, everyone remember to pee.
Oh.
Remember to take your meds. I'm going to take my estrogen,
Boom.
and I'm just going to quickly pee, and then I'll say hello to Chaz. Oh, and thank you for the raid, Nessie, if you're still about.
Yeah, I kind of got it in my head that since entertainment sees like the carnival as like a home for wayward souls, that Ortho would like genuinely try to direct people there that have nowhere else to go, out of not like any malice. It's like maybe they'll find someplace they can just be, you know?
Alrighty. Hey Hal, hope you're doing well. Right, what else has been going on in chat? So yep, Nessie raided, very nice. Welcome to the chat. Couldn't find a good name for. Anna Christie, sorry you didn't get a shout out. I'll just fix that now. and a comment. Oh, I said hi to her in chat. I hope you're doing well, if you're still about. Al, you're wondering why you couldn't hear the stream properly at all? Your volume was all the way down? Yeah, that keeps happening to me. Like I'll turn down the volume for one YouTube video and forget about it, and wonder why it's super quiet next time I'm listening to something. For my part, I'm great. I mean, it's always great when I'm dressed as a tiefling. Is the teeth, they unlock something. Yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream so far. And I'm very sorry, by the way, like, we're literally doing the whole, when will they get to the fireworks factory thing here, but, you know, this is probably one of the longer journeys we've had on a Nordmark quest. Al, free the fangs. Exactly. I did actually make these teeth specifically for a Karlach cosplay I'm working on. So she's basically got sort of a slightly pointed, like outer and obviously her canines, but her outer incisors.
Sorry, we ran into an issue. I may be a few minutes late from break.
Okay, that's fine.
Not too long though.
Yep, we can just wait a few more minutes for Blue.
Yeah, it's only 10:02 now anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hope you're enjoying the game, by the way.
Been a lot of good RP so far this session.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we narrowly avoided getting involved in some very unnecessary and probably highly dangerous combat there.
I do appreciate how on the case of Fury you got.
It's an interesting yeah. I think seeing a rundown town and the people in charge of it not really doing much about it and just kind of accepting the situation
Yeah, well,
strikes
yeah. My thinking was basically they are commoners, so they probably are quite reliant on the one sort of lasting bit of infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, foreshadowing.
Yellow.
Yeah, you'll get to the
Definitely an
wizard's lab and it'll be
interesting little
nothing but aqueducts. As far as the eye can see. Welcome back, Nick.
Can't believe that Twak scared off best girl Misty Froth.
What?
Winnie
Her name. Give her a
Fluff.
second.
Winnie Fluff. Misty Froth, Winnie Fluff.
Oh, right. Oh my god.
That is not her canon name.
It is now.
To be fair, I am powerless to stop anyone for running her as an NPC and deciding that's her full name now.
You could stop them by running her as a PC, I suppose.
There could be literally endless number of clones just wandering this wilderness.
Yeah. But Nick, how could I run her as a PC? She isn't a tiefling.
Well, that's true.
I mean, I suppose I could
Could
make
be
her
a
a first
tiefling.
generation. Yeah, she could become a first generation tiefling. I mean, Ashmedai is probably
She
wandering
could.
about, and she's seeking to become a resident of Airedale.
You've run non-tieflings before. She could just get a tiefling disguise. Who would do such a thing? I'm really enjoying the Russian red relationship, by the way. It's almost like a sibling kind of thing, like just brothers that hate each other, but occasionally they get along and they're like, wait, no, we're not supposed to agree.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Hey, back, I'm Ben.
Yes. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
I'm liking that too.
Yeah, it's the sort of responsible father versus the irresponsible uncle. Although I'm not really sure which is which.
I mean, Rush is young. He's just extremely jaded. Well, they're extremely jaded.
Think we're all back now?
Is Enfys here? Still
Yeah,
new.
we're still waiting on Enfys.
All right.
And
It's
we'll-
still only 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't
too.
know. That's true. I don't know if anyone caught it, but when we're going to break, I was like, the Entertainment Season Carnival is like a place for wayward souls, people with nowhere to go. So I think Ortho would be directing people there, like out of like genuine concern for them to have a place to be.
It's not
Yeah.
a Tanwen situation. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it was like Misty's pretty high intelligence, so she's probably at least got the plot of a few horror novels remembered.
All right.
I suppose anyone with some wisdom would be wary of a Fey carnival, regardless of its actual like.
Yeah, and she
reputation
probably
or anything.
like you literally just avoided an encounter with the Fae before. But you know, she
Well, not for lack of trying.
Yeah, you sort of managed to avoid sounding a bit too oh yes, I'll help you, dearie. Hey, Enfys.
Oh, hi there.
Hi.
For every 10th person he sends to the carnival, Ortho gets a free punch on his sandwich card. No, that's absolutely not him. That's fucking stupid.
Okay, I'm having
It
flashbacks
sounded
to
like
that
a
one.
joke, so.
Yeah, I'm having flashbacks to that one episode of Law and Order. The one that
I don't
was
think
the
I've
most
ever watched
propaganda
Law and
about.
Order.
It was the one that was the most propaganda about priest brutality. Because it basically went out of its way to, like, make it give all of the usual ACAB stuff completely innocent origins. Like, they weren't threatening the suspect. They were just getting angry and making a joke. And that mean old lawyer said that was a bad thing. Anyway, if we're all back, let's get back to the game before I start turning this into a Law and Order rant stream and have to mark this as a political.
Quick, D&D, go, go, go.
Yes,
Who is Lauren and what is she ordering?
That took me a second.
Luckily, you already have inspiration, so I'm not offering it to you.
Lamau.
My sprite does not.
Your refreshing
Use it
beverage
or
can
lose it,
have
fam.
Yeah, your refreshing beverage can have inspiration.
All right.
But yep, it's a new dawn, a new day. Your party is down one NPC, but Guinness is still with you.
Yeah.
What's your
We love
pace?
Guinness.
Yeah, I mean, Guinness can't leave. They're the whole reason we're doing this. Apparently.
Yeah, I sure hope you don't get separated from Guinness. That'd be
Is Guinness
tragic.
still here? Yeah, looking around the camp after the rest, is Guinness still here?
Yep, they're sat right next to you. By which I mean they've sort of shaped themselves like you, and they're assuming the shape of you sitting down.
Did Guinness have any
Assuming the
kind of
position, eh?
I'm just doing like a shadow boxing thing, pretending Guinness is the shadow. It's like playing around with him.
Did Guinness have any kind of reaction to that conversation with Misty going and stuff of being like a thing that was made?
They haven't said anything, but you can always speak to them about it.
I won't bring it up unless they look like they're uncomfortable or anything.
Yeah.
I just wait till we find a river. My point is they look uncomfortable around water because they think they will dissolve.
Yeah, it's true.
Am I?
That is likely a character trait of theirs.
Okay, so traveling pace, we still go normal? I assume normal. Although that will mean just, again, another one hex, just so people are aware, because we're moving on to another tile with a river going through it.
Yeah, I mean, basically all of our movement is now just one a day because we're going through this forest and then mountains, so yeah, pretty much it.
Yeah, sure. Roll more
plus
survival
9,
for, berries and cream and stuff.
minus
Yep.
7.
Go ahead. You can roll survival for this day.
Yeah, and if we stay along here, we get the water from the river as well, so...
Can I have advantage because I have enough sprite help me? Or Twak?
I mean, I'll give you advantage anyway, and then one of the others who can do the perception.
Yep.
Yeah, I take it Red's still doing the perception, yeah?
Yep, you can roll survival with advantage, and well, you
19 on
same turn
survival.
order. Yeah, that'll do it. You have enough rations for the day. More delicious berries. Okay, and you keeping the same travelling order?
Think so.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you give me a perception? Before we do anything else, I'll just uncover your progress.
Mm-hmm.
We're revealing so much map.
Tantalizingly close,
Oh, yeah.
but just, it's days away.
Yep, you have to travel through the deep dark woods. Okay.
Watch
You
out
use
for
inspiration
Gruffalo.
on that perception.
Oh dear.
Well,
Ooh, this could be
Did
spicy.
it come out as a natural 1 on a reroll?
yeah. Yeah, it did.
I love
That's
it.
a 6.
Hey, can the sprite offer help with the perception check scouting about?
No. Wow.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, the sprite wasn't helping you forage, were they? But then again, would the sprite really sort of separate from you to help with perception, or?
They would do whatever I tell them to do.
Okay, I'll allow it then.
Oh,
Okay.
retroactively? You're so generous.
It is still bad. That's a 9. that
Put that
D20
dice
is
in jail.
going very, very far away, yeah.
Okay then. In that case, since you're leading the party, this is going to be directed at you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
Something's going along and burst your bubble. Okay, let's
Yes.
see. Yes, this makes sense. Oh, that's quite a low roll. Does a 13 beat your AC?
Oh no.
Let me just check. No.
Okay, so, Red, you lead the party into a clearing, completely oblivious, and you instinctively duck, narrowing, avoiding a beam of pure heat, which scorches a tree just above your head.
Hey, why did the druid just turn into a duck?
It's a thing that druids do all the time. Do not worry about it.
Down, everyone.
Fair enough.
Everyone down.
And Red's just quacking.
Actually, Red can't turn into a duck because it has a fly speed and a swim speed at this level.
Oh, get wrecked, nude.
To a lame duck.
Everyone down.
Yes, man.
Okay.
I drop prone.
All right, everyone get down.
Okay. So yeah, you can pretty easily see what's going on here. Before you stands a sort of a shirt, like a very ripped, shirtless man.
Ooh.
Horns, tail.
Oh no.
Could be a tiefling, but they seem a bit more fiendish, shall we say? He's sort of holding out his hand as if he just launched the beam that hit the tree. And just maybe just off, well, between you and him actually, is wait, let me just okay, I don't really have any reference for this, but a clearly celestial figure, tall, imposing, and glowing with radiant light.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, and they're
I
clearly
wrote this one
having a
like
bit of
6 months ago.
yeah. Neither of
And
them
stop metagaming.
neither of them has actually spotted you yet, but the Cambion has just noticed his fiery blast has took out a tree right next to Red. What would everyone like to do?
Look like very powerful figures. I'm probably gonna hide.
Okay, you can roll me stealth then, please, Rush.
Okay.
So if we haven't been noticed, then yeah, that would probably be Twak's go-to at the moment as well.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you try to hide behind the tree, but then you realise it's the tree that just had a hole blasted in it, which you're peering straight through.
I'm gonna raise my shield. I'm not gonna try to
For
hide.
that hide.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Yeah,
the
I think the
Cambion-
game's.
Sorry, go on.
No, you first.
Okay, so the Cambion is going to lower his hand slowly, and is now making eye contact with Red. The Celestial is going to stop, sort of take a step back and turn sideways so as to look in the same direction without exposing themselves, and also regards Red. Their gaze then shifts to Rush, who's peering through the hole in the tree. What are Ortho and Twak doing?
Yeah,
Twak's
I was
hiding.
about-
I rolled a dirty 20 for the stealth roll.
Okay, that would probably do it.
I was about to say, it looks like the game is up because the other two have been spotted. So, yeah, I'm just juggling, watching the show.
Okay, Ortho is juggling. Roll me a performance check.
Alright.
Charisma.
Okay. Wow. Sadly, I do not have proficiency in performance.
Hilarious.
Ironic.
Yeah, but I know. Well, he's not a bard.
Is it? Can it be a dexterity roll because just juggling?
Oh, that would be worse for me. I rolled a
gonna say-
23.
You really just did that, hey? Yep, you're sort of, doing a very impressive juggling act. The,
Yep.
Yep, well, the, Fiend and the, Celestial both appear to be waiting for someone to speak first.
I've
It's up
just like,
front.
I've just picked out some like hand axes and other sharp things, and I'm just juggling them without even missing the beat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Twak is hidden. I forgot if I said that out loud.
Yep. Find a bit of the underbrush to dive into.
I guess. Say, how y'all doing?
Okay, the Campion's going to step forward, and the Celestial. Oh, sorry, I gave away that they're a Campion. Oh well. And the Celestial is going to hold out an arm. Halt. you will not approach the mortal's fiend.
You two need to be more careful. You almost got us.
See what your evil has wrought on this realm. They say this to the Cambion, by the way, not to Red. In fact, Red, just roll me a wisdom insight check, please.
Okay. Another die going in the bin. That's a 7.
Yeah. You can't really tell what's going on here, but the Celestial seems to be on your side.
What's going on here anyway?
I am doing battle with the forces that... Huh. Not much. The Cambion interrupts the Celestial.
You're doing battle with the forces of...
Hey, I'm just making this one and a deal. Ashmedai has some offers, but they won't hear anything of it. You
What kind of offers?
Oh, not for mortals, I'm afraid. Although, if you want to make some offers, and the Celestial raises a sword.
I think we could do with an angel on our side much more than a devil. What if we just help this angel kill you?
I was curious what they had on offer. I wasn't saying I was going to take anything.
The Celestial smirks slightly.
What do you say, gang?
Well, Rush will stick his head through the tree hole and look over to Ortho like, you never even ask what their deals are, mate. Even that is a step in the wrong direction.
Agreed.
I can't blame a guy for trying.
Best not to truck with devils, the Fae, undead, aberrations.
You know who you're talking to?
Monstrosities. Constructs are kind of 50-50 if you think about it.
Red, make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no, that's worrisome. Hang on. Am I good at these? Probably not. Okay.
And at least it's not an intelligence saving throw.
Well, it could be worse. Yeah, okay. Two.
Oh man.
Another D20 going into the pile.
Are those one of the D20s you won by rolling a natural 20?
No, I've not tried that one yet. That's coming up next.
Aberrations are what I am. Guinness pipes up.
I'm
Now-
sorry, Guinness.
Yeah,
As a black pudding, they can't
Yeah,
cry,
Rip.
but they do look sad.
It's just that the
talked about-
the very definition of the name aberration is like, it's something that shouldn't exist, right?
Ed, you're not making it better.
Red.
Guinness, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's saying.
I'm
I
sorry.
pull another-
You're a good friend. You're family, all right? We'll do anything for you. All right?
Yeah.
I've
Guinness
just
sort of
got some
slide-
things I need to learn to get over, all right? This isn't your fault.
Yeah. Guinness sort of slides to the back of the group away from Red.
I
I
pull another
deserve
lollipop out of my hat and give it to Guinness.
Aw.
Guinness just dissolves it.
Yeah, it bursts pretty quickly. Like, what are your blue animals even made of?
Intestines.
Oh, that was a lollipop,
Yeah.
not a balloon animal.
Oh, sorry, lollipops. Yeah. They make a concerted effort to try and hold it by the handle and eat it, but of course the handle quickly dissolves in their hand.
Well, yeah.
All
I
right,
just
so
give them the whole lollipop. I was like, eat it.
turning back to this celestial fiendish battle going on, how how does it look like it's going? Does one of them have the upper hand? Does the Celestial look like they're actually capable of taking on this Cambion?
Okay, give me an intelligence insight check.
Intelligence, okay. Sorry, don't have that. Okay, just a +1. $13.
Okay, for a 13, you aren't really sure why the fire ray, well, the blast of fire was fired, but they mostly seem to be sort of just staring each other down.
So at this point, I don't think they need us getting involved. I'm not sure what's actually even happening here. But maybe this is similar to the whole Fey war battle thing going on yesterday. Maybe we can just walk around.
Well, if you wish to know
Uh,
of the deeds of this vile creature, eh? They would trade the souls of all the mortals in yonder settlement to the north, simply for the promise of safety.
All right, Your Holiness, but like a few seconds ago, you said to this fiend to leave us alone. Clearly, it's a lot more powerful than us. You now want us to get involved, so we're in danger on your behalf?
I said no such thing. Roll me inside.
Yeah, they didn't.
Oh, not again. Regular wisdom insight this time.
Yeah, regular wisdom insight this time.
Like, we don't know that Red's been charmed yet, but I am terrified to find out what what command he's going to follow.
Okay, that's an 8.
Oh, just to be clear, the charisma saving throw was to avoid upsetting Guinness.
Oh, right, okay.
Yep, for an 8. Yep, the Celestial definitely seems to be on your side.
All right, they're on our side. I don't think we need to be like, on their side, if you know what I mean. Like, maybe we can just be on the side that's just going away. Red, what's your take on this? You're up front, mate.
I think we need to take out this devil. They're bad news.
Hey,
Are you or are you not bad news?
I'm a simple messenger.
A messenger of
Ashmanai,
who is
Oh no.
the devil.
I
so therefore
I fail to see your point.
look, I'm just saying that, you know, if the angels probably only tell the truth, right? Like, angels don't lie to people. If they want the souls up in the north, that whole town, we know those people. They're good people. Some of them are good people.
mean, they seem kind of
Okay.
dim.
They're dim, but they're good people. You know?
Oh, Red, roll me an charisma insight check for the Cambion this time. And don't worry. this doesn't
Charisma
need to be
insight,
high.
okay.
Sorry, wisdom insight.
Oh, okay. That's significantly better. There it is. Okay. Oh my god. 9?
Natural 1. Oh.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have any dice left by the end of
Yeah.
this.
Yep. He seems
No.
he seems to be very amused about something, but you aren't sure what.
Does
Hey,
Angel
stop
actually want
mocking
us to
me.
get involved?
What's that? Sorry.
Well, does the
Rush.
angel actually want us to get involved?
They
What's-
have not
what's-
actually given any indication that they want you to get involved yet.
Oh, wait, only one.
Right.
What do you want us to do then? Should we just book it?
The angel looks at you and blinks. or something close. The helmet obscures their eyes. What do I want you to do? Give due worship to the Celestials. Oppose Fiendish influence. Roll me insight, wisdom.
Still mean.
Wah, wah, wah.
11. Very middling
Okay.
rolls I'm getting.
Yeah, I'll say cumulatively this is probably enough. It occurs to you that this angel probably cares about as much as you as they do about the squirrels in the trees right now.
A Druid Celestial, that's rare.
Kind of the other way around there. Let's say they
Are
don't.
there any squirrels around in the trees?
Roll me perception.
Okay.
Come on.
You D20.
God,
Come on.
that is
Oh my god! 11.
You think you saw a
I'm
tail or
not
something?
low. I will
Does that
cast
tail belong
Speak
to
with
a revenant?
Animals on myself. And I'm going to go and find a... I'm not even ritual casting this, I'm full casting this. And I'm going to go find a squirrel and ask them their opinion of the situation.
Okay, so
Well, Oh, there.
Oh no.
roll me
doing that.
persuasion since you've cast Speak with Animals.
Natural 20.
No way.
Finally,
Of all
the
the rolls,
Fallout
the
dice
fucking
have come
nat
out
20
for
one.
me.
Okay. So yep, Red, you sort of pull yourself part way up a tree and call out, asking if there are any squirrels about. And sure enough,
Hey. What's going on here? I'm in human form still, by the way.
Okay.
I've dragged myself up a tree. I'm not wild shaped.
Okay, so you've actually climbed a tree.
Perching
Yeah.
on a tree branch.
Hey,
Yep.
what's happening here?
Huh? Oh hey, oh, don't see many you human?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Like, my dad says weird things about you, but I think you're okay. What's up?
You see that angel and devil down there? They've been fighting for a while. What's going on with them?
They're the big ones.
Yeah, the glowy one and the sort of flamey one, you know?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Strong looks. You know, like horn's tail. That's an aesthetic. Like,
Yeah.
but you know, the whole armor thing, which I do not canonically know what that is because I'm a squirrel. They just both seem pretty mad about something.
Yeah. Alright, thanks. I'll climb back down. Squirrel
Peace
said they're
out.
pretty mad about something. Have a good day.
Dork.
Look, I don't know about the rest of yous, but I don't think we can take a Cambion. and
If we've got an angel on our sides, we can take anything.
I pipe up to the Cambion and the Celestial. Hey, is this some kind of lover's quarrel?
I mean, could be.
Huh?
The angel looks disgusted.
I mean, look, with an angel on our side, maybe we'd win the overall thing, but it'd just take like one stray swoop from the Cambion, and one of us could be dead. That fireball nearly hit Fred back there.
Okay,
Look at that poor
Rush.
tree.
Roll me wisdom insight.
Oh, not again. I'm not good at these. Oh, no, I'm not. See?
Come on,
Okay.
there's 5 of us. And
The
Guinness.
angel's walking towards you, Rush. You aren't entirely sure why.
Rush is just gonna like freeze in place.
So the angel towers over you. How dare you, a mortal, suggesting good mind to send you straight to claim your soul here and now
Wait, what?
and smite
Sorry, what?
every
What did Rush do?
family line.
We're all struggling on this one. What did Rush do?
Wait, who was it? Who asked if it was a lover's quarrel?
Oh, that was
Ortho.
Ortho.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Towering over Ortho, sorry. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I mean, I'm not one to judge.
It's kind of ironic I'm doing this while dressed as a tiefling, isn't it?
See, what's the Cambion doing as this is happening?
The Cambion seems to think this looks hilarious.
I also think this looks hilarious.
Huh. Oh look, the high and mighty Celestials getting upset at mortals acting beyond their station. You know,
Hey, look,
the hells.
Mr. Horn guy
Meritocracy.
over there.
Just saying.
Hey, Angel. Leave my friend alone. Red's sort of running over, and his body is shifting slightly into a different shape, and becoming, it's sort of looking more bestial. His face, particularly, and little like horns are appearing on his head.
Oh yeah. You hear quietly from the tree. Yeah, man, get him. Fight the power.
Look, Mr. Angel, I'm sensing a bit of hostility from my friends here, and, you know, I didn't mean any offense. I can't quite tell what's going on here, so I thought I'd try and figure it out. My friends here aren't having any luck, and y'all ain't exactly being straightforward with us, so how are we supposed to know what to do?
Roll me persuasion at disadvantage.
Yeah, that I'm gonna use my inspiration on that one. That was a 2.
Oof.
Oh, that's much better. At disadvantage, 19.
At disadvantage? Well,
Yep.
inspiration well spent. The Celestial stares you down. Stares at Red. Red. What's your plan here?
Just defend Ortho at all points. Like, I still think we should be taking out this devil, with the aid of the angel. But if anyone is going to threaten family, then they are gonna see a very angry Red right in front of them at any time. So probably just like watching him very, very watching the angel very, very closely to assess their intent, like just to make sure that they're, you know, watching for any slight change in mannerism or anything like that.
Okay, Red. You see the angel slowly reaching for its a mace as it's basically got a mace in one of its many arms, and you see it sort of slowly raise it back, glaring at Ortho.
Mm-hmm.
You are not worth my time. But you know what? Neither's the village. And they turn towards the Cambion and say, in the grand scheme of things, what's a few dozen mortal souls anyway? Do it you will, you've wasted enough of my time.
Wow.
Anyone
That's
who
not
wants to
very
can-
angelic of you.
If anyone wants to, they can. Anyone who wants to can roll me one last wisdom insight check.
I so do, and because I've shifted, I've now got advantage. By the way, Red's horns, they look like antlers. He's
Oh,
elk coded.
Nice.
That insight is a unnatural 20.
nice. Okay, Red. It sort of occurs to you, the Celestial isn't just indifferent to you. It kind of regards you maybe close to something like livestock is probably the best word.
Angel seems like kind of a dick.
Yeah, Red, I don't think the angel's on our side, mate. Let's just go.
Yeah, I heard repair monster hunters. They often refer to angels as winged dicks.
Look, stop talking. Oh my god. Where the fuck's Twak?
Twak has been invisible this entire time.
Yeah. Twak, what would be-
Dirty 20 on that self. I'm hiding.
Okay.
I say, if the angel isn't gonna do their job properly, then we're gonna have to deal with this devil ourselves.
We cannot take on a devil.
Mr.
There's 5
Cambion,
of us.
we'll
I
talk
don't
for a
think
moment.
all of us can take on the
Okay.
devil. Well, like, what the fuck are you doing, mate?
Yeah. As this happens, basically a massive portal opens up and the angel just steps through. It closes behind them.
Uh-oh.
The,
All right,
I don't
Guinness,
think we've
come on,
got a
let's go.
choice.
Get out of here.
Yep, the Cambion looks towards you and chuckles. Hey, you know what? I think Mountain Man over there just took the fun out of it. But hey, anyone tells you we're bad news, you seen the competition? And with that, he disappears in a puff of sulfur.
What that about?
We could have taken it.
Red.
Yeah, we
cannot
could have taken
take-
that big rock monster too.
Oh my god.
You just think we can take any fight with the power of family or something?
Quack
In that
stands
there are
up
5 of
all
us, and one of them, yes.
Quack stands up from the all of 2 feet away from where they initially were at the beginning.
Holy fuck.
Next to a little bush, like,
Well, that was very interesting. Never had much interest for those upper lower plains peoples.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it was one of them for now, but you just saw the angel open up a big portal and leave. Ain't nothing saying Cambion can do the same thing in reverse, bring some friends.
Let's
Oh,
get
yeah,
out of here then.
Twak, since you've been watching the entire time, roll me perception.
perception. Okay. 12.
Well,
Okay, yep, 12 will just about do it. The
Ooh.
Campion appeared to have dropped something as they were disappearing.
Oh, I pick it up. What is it? What was the thing?
A
A
large
lit
coin.
ember.
Sorry, a large coin.
Yep. It looks kind of like a gold piece, but you don't recognise any of the minting. And something about it feels odd.
Like
Mint
magical odd?
like soul coin odd?
I wasn't gonna say it because that felt a little bit too meta, but
Okay.
I know
you
this,
can
but my
roll
character
me Intelligence Arcana or Intelligence Religion. If you have both, you can have advantage.
Here, let me
Ooh.
take a look at that. I'm not looking at it.
I do have Arcana and Religion, so that is indeed advantage. Advantage
Okay.
with a +6. We take those.
Fair enough. Let the wizard do some
Uh,
wizarding.
That's a 16 total. I managed to get a 10. Like what?
Yep. Okay. This is a soul coin. There is the soul of an evil mortal bound in there. Quite likely because they made some sort of deal with the devil. Or a devil.
That's
at
a
least.
careless big
licked.
drop.
Twak licks their lips and then just puts it in their pack.
I thought you were going to say Twak licks the coin.
No.
Yeah,
No,
just,
but having recognised what this is a gold mine of arcane experimentation just waiting to happen.
Bree did say it was minty.
yeah,
Guys,
just
Hey.
finding
finding
the
the
flip.
feeling our goblin friend isn't exactly on the up and up.
What do you mean? Perfectly normal behaviour.
All right, Red's got a
Um,
point. If that thing comes back with friends, we're fucked. So let's book it out of here. Come on, Guinness, let's go.
Why are you scared of just a little devil? What happened to you?
You are. Yeah. All right, let's go.
On the road again.
Some people are just very
Oh, yeah.
afraid of conflict. I think
So,
maybe you should see therapist.
Okay, so Warfo turns. Sorry, Guinness turns to Warfo and says, "Do you think that he might be having a lover's quarrel too?"
I ain't one to judge. Whatever they do in the privacy of their own home, fine with them.
Oh, okay.
They got
So-
real angry.
So everything I do in Airedale's private then, because that's my home.
We usually
I
mean
am
like
not-
an individual building. Privacy is when someone can't see you, you know?
Oh. Huh.
Moving on.
Let's walk and talk. Walk and talk.
Okay.
We can't get very far though because we've got
Yeah,
no tokens
Guinness.
left. So
Yeah, Guinness slowly slithers along, but yeah.
let's get
You
away
have
from
some
this
tokens,
particular clearing.
but yeah, you can still travel less than 8 miles away.
Okay.
So yeah,
Set up
I guess
camp?
you're gonna, yep, make camp. Okay.
Normal sleeping order.
Yep, you are keeping the same sleeping order.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's Red, Ortho, Twak, Rush. Is that right? Wait,
Rush was
Twak
third and Twak was
Yeah.
last, yeah.
Yeah, I got. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry about this. It's kind of hard to pick up a D4 with these slippery gloves on.
Just eat
Interesting.
the D4 and absorb its power.
No,
Yes.
I'm not swallowing a caltrope.
It's gonna be some spiky poos.
Okay, so that is a 4, so which is actually works out pretty well. So Twak, what are you doing during your watch?
Making notes in the spell book, you know, with the additional pages that have been strung together on it, and you know, the theories on Merithith Winifrith, and stringing together ideas of what could I possibly do with a soul point. None of this is in common, by the way. It's in the wizard cipher that all wizards like to develop as part of their spellcrafting, so that people can't steal their ideas easily.
Oh yeah, Wizardoic, can't.
Yes. So yeah,
Okay.
just sort of collating information and being like, okay, where can I go with what I've got?
Okay, as you're writing your notes, you hear a little whack.
Didn't catch that. Bri, if you said something just
Sorry.
then.
You hear a whack.
Oh wow!
And calling your name.
Yeah, that's not really coming through.
Okay, sorry, you just hear Twak whispered in a very
Ah.
ominous tone. Sorry, Discord isn't picking that up.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I look around. Do I see anyone?
Wrong perception.
Oh, that's horrendous. What's perception? 5 total.
No one seems around.
Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
Not for a 5, no.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna put all my notes and stuff in my pack, and then I'm gonna cast dancing lights and just illuminate as much of the camp as I can with them. So I get 4 torch sides lights. So they illuminate, I think it's 20 foot bright and then another 20 dim each. So I just
Okay.
arrange them to highlight everything.
Okay, I'll say we're a well-lit camp. You can't see anyone about.
Hello?
Twak.
Do I get a sense of direction now that I'm actively paying attention?
Yep, you realise the sound's coming from your pocket.
Oh, the coin! I take the coin out.
You,
Hello.
hello there. And a face appears in the coin. I don't believe Twak would have seen it before. But it's a very well-to-do, finely groomed gentleman.
This is most unexpected. I was not expecting entrapped souls to be able to communicate.
Wait,
Hmm.
hold on, hold on.
Oh, no, I'm...
Didn't we have an encounter with Ashmedai last session? I
Did
called
you?
him Big Red. Or am I thinking
did
of
you?
Oh,
another
the
session?
chess
'Cause
one. Yeah, the
Oh,
chess.
yeah, you did.
Thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, hey,
yeah,
Big
Twak.
Red, and he was like, your boss is an asshole.
Oh, yeah, you'll recognise this face as that of Ashmedai, who was playing chess previously.
Oh,
Ah, okay. Well, that's slightly different.
I see you've
Okay.
found what's left of someone who previously made a contract with me. Well, do you think you could be any, well, you're not, you're a rather intelligent goblin. Perhaps you could do better.
I am very intelligent. It is very true, yes.
Quite, quite.
What do you propose?
Well, I'm sure an intellectual such as yourself can appreciate the value of knowledge. And well,
Go on.
well, I too value knowledge and love to see it spread, but some people believe any knowledge I or my associates spread is tainted, I suppose you'd say.
Yes, Red had some things to say about that quite recently.
Indeed. Well, I'm sure you encountered one of you know, you can't act, and sort of a hand manifests from the coin and gestures upwards vaguely. That lot. Well, sometimes they make, well, they're not gods in the truest sense, but they do have their followers, and sometimes they lock away perfectly legitimate secrets. Well, things that shouldn't even be secrets. Perhaps I can direct you to them.
What is cost?
Oh, the cost? Well, simple servitude. Well, not even servitude. A bit of a lease on your soul, perhaps. After you pass away, of course. Maybe a century or so, and you can well, who knows? Maybe you'll stay on as a permanent hire, or maybe you'll just move on to the normal cycle of rebirth. You never know. But the knowledge you could gather in this lifetime, well,
This secret is nearby that you wish to share?
not nearby, no. This is more of a, well, you're on a job of sorts right now, and I wouldn't wish to keep you from it, but consider my offer. There is a book in Airedale Library. Read it, and you might find some. You might learn the location of something very interesting indeed. I'll be in touch shortly after. And this is a plot.
We shall
for you.
see.
Oh yes.
Just thought I should say that outright.
Yeah. No, I know. I got the moment you said Airedale, it's like research downtime. See where that goes.
Oh no.
That's a spicy quest.
Okay, there you go. That is in my notes. Does he fade out at that point?
any case, bit of a short message, but I do have to be going.
Quack puts the coin in their pocket before he's even finished speaking. And
So
returns to writing their note.
Wizards.
But Ashmedai didn't want the coin back or anything. Just wants.
No, it was
Service.
just an avenue
make it
for
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. Figuring whoever got a soul coin, recognized it for what it was, and kept it is probably somebody they can corrupt.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was
Oh,
basically
dear.
my plan. I thought, wait, what if the Cambion dropped some evil loot?
Yeah, evil soul.
What are the chances?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. As you write your notes, the dawn soon comes again, and everyone is able to break camp. Do you tell the rest about what you just saw?
No, I didn't learn anything of note from the conversation, so Twak wouldn't think it's worth bringing up. Especially considering everything that Red has said already. Like, that's asking for an argument. Twak's not dumb.
Fair enough.
Twak and Red and Rush, actually. Rush was also quite adamant about being dismissive of devils and the like.
Yep.
It's true.
It's alright. It's a deal that's not going to affect any of us, so we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not going to hit this quest anyway.
I'm sure there won't be any long-term consequences.
You'll be fine.
Anyway,
So if I'm mathsing right, I think we've got enough that we can get through 2 hexes in one day now.
Yes. Yeah, because
Wait.
we should get 12. So unless we run into another river,
Yeah.
Down by the river.
so we go in, we follow the mountain line down this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
deduct your tokens, and I'll unveil some map. Dunk. And I'm sorry.
It is 6, right?
A river.
Oh,
Oh, but
it's
wait.
okay. We can avoid the river.
Yeah. We don't need to cross it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although that's a lot of grain. Well, we've crossed up the river and come to it. Anyway.
So yeah, you don't see anything of particular interest as you're travelling, so you can move to the next hex.
Okay.
Okay. So the question then, because crossing up that bridge came a lot quicker there than it might have done otherwise. This hex, is this a forest hex or a mountains hex?
That's a good question.
It looks like majority mountain, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
What do we need to
I'm
get
gonna
into a
say-
mountain next?
I'm gonna say it's forest, just because you're clearly not going to be climbing a mountain if you're travelling through it.
Yeah,
Fair
that's fair.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, then in which
Yeah.
case I think that's where we go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
On our
So, yeah.
last short rest of the travel.
And as you're well, all of you can give me a perception check as you're pitching camp, if you please.
Okay.
Perception.
12.
Neil.
Ooh, 19.
Garbage.
I was
15.
just about to complain about how it's something I don't have anything in. But all good.
Okay. So we've got a 19, a 12,
15.
15.
I've already forgotten what I rolled because the cat bumped my dice. They keep climbing in my dice tray.
I assume it was single digits from the way you were dismayed by
I
it.
think you said 10.
I didn't know. I remember saying garbage, but I didn't say a number.
Okay.
Okay. Well, 19 and 15 are pretty good. And I think the 12, well, we'll start with the 12. So, Red, something about the tree line seems a bit off.
Something wrong here. That
Yeah.
tree line is wrong.
Rush and Twak, what you realise is well, that's not a tree line. Or rather, while it is the tree line, there's what you see as a massive construction of some sort. A rickety bridge, but it's impossibly long. And seems to go all the way through the mountains up towards here.
Red, that's not trees. That's like a miles long bridge. How they made that?
It's probably magic, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, I never heard of magic that can make miles long bridges. Wow.
Can I approach it and inspect what I can reach of it without getting onto it?
Well,
To establish it looks rickety, but is it actually sturdy as per like magical tampering or something?
So you want to sort of not get too close to it, but you want to just look at it. Okay.
Oh no,
roll
I'm
me-
happy getting close to it. Like
Okay. Give me an
I
intelligence
don't want to.
investigation
I don't want to
check,
get
please.
on it.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, that wasn't very good. 15.
Yep, for a 15, it's clearly just a very rickety bridge. Probably quite dangerous to climb it. Well, probably quite dangerous to cross.
This might be problem.
Didn't that wizard before say something about a bridge, right?
Yep.
I forget exactly what they said.
This is way in. As far as we know.
Didn't somebody research like an alternate way in? Like just 300 foot up somewhere, there's like a door in the wall or some shit?
Maybe.
We're
But
gonna
we'd
have to get to
an
their
idea.
front door first to
Yeah.
even try that theory.
Ortho, roll me a... I think we'll just call this straight intelligence.
Alright. That's a 2.
Maybe if you start digging, you can find the door underground.
Look, I mean, this place is up a mountain, right? So either we're going to climb a mountain or we're going to go along this bridge. Both seem pretty dangerous, to be honest.
Can I have my sprite fly around and look for a possible entrance that isn't across a dangerous rickety bridge?
And we're still 8 miles from the actual entrance, right? Because we're not even in the hex.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to rest here either way.
Mm-hmm.
My question.
I'm not sure how much of the mountainside is the sprite going to be able to cover before we rest. Like,
I will say, if you want to, you can send your sprites to try and investigate while you're resting overnight.
Is there a range limit on those things?
I don't know.
there was a range limit on communicating with them and seeing through their senses, I believe.
Yeah,
but in
but
terms
otherwise
of
they could
orders given, you can give it an order and then it'll follow that order, like ad infinitum, as long as they
Right.
don't die.
Yeah.
And if there's for smarter ones like the sprite or an imp or a quasit maybe, they are capable of some amount of independent thought.
Yeah, this sprite has better intelligence than me, and wisdom is only one worse.
Yeah.
So you
Like,
just
you
give
can-
it an order and it'll do that.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
basically
sprites-
just... Sorry, go on.
Part of my combat, so I don't think I'm gonna separate them from me if it's overnight.
Fair enough. Can I get a watch order then, please?
Same as
I'll go
before.
first again.
Yeah, same before is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Red, give me a perception check.
Ah, notoriously good at these.
That bodes well.
Natural 1.
No, Nick.
Okay. Yep.
Come on.
Your vigil passes. Your family is safe.
Oh no.
My third natural 1 of the day.
Okay.
Fine, there have
onto-
been no consequences to them so far.
onto Ortho. I think.
Why? Why would you tempt fate like that?
Why would you tempt fate like that? Perception check.
Yes, please.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, natural 20.
Okay. You hear it's you can't you aren't quite sure what you're hearing, but it's a quiet. After a while, you realise it's a sound of someone talking, and it appears to be coming from the base of the bridge.
Hmm.
The bridge is talking?
The bridge is
From the base
oohing.
of the bridge.
So
Alright.
Red's tent catches on fire. Sadly, there's no way out.
Here lies Red. He couldn't punch his way out of a flaming canvas bag.
And he's a
I am a wildfire druid. Of all the things
that's-
to be a problem, that's really not an issue.
It's amazing this fire just bypasses all your druidic powers.
That's amazing. Can I tell what the conversation is?
It's not a conversation.
Oh,
a voice.
can I tell?
Yep,
Can I
you
tell
basically
what the
hear.
noise is?
Hello? Hello? You people at the base?
Is that-
You there? Hello?
Oh wait,
Hello,
would these-
hello?
Would these be the wizards I researched?
Well, like it could be the wizard. It could be wizards. Could be a talking bridge. Do you want to
Could be.
approach?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I approach. But
Okay.
I tell the sprite to wake everybody up if anything happens.
Okay, so you approach the foot of the bridge.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, hey, you there, Bugbear? Clown?
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin? Sorry, what up? You here to bring supplies, or,
First up, who am I talking to?
you first?
I am an interested traveler that heard there might be some wizards in the area in need of some respect, so I brought some delicious food.
Give me a
Just for
persuasion
y'all.
check with advantage.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
What kind of food?
So there's this recent new invention. It was called barbecue. It's like this sweet and smoky meat. It's got this nice balance of like savory spices and sweet taste to it.
Oh yeah. What sort of meat?
I think this is just beef. High quality though. Paid a pretty
Oh.
penny for it.
Oh yeah. So what kind of cooking methods we're talking about here?
Oh, information you want? Well, I mean, I think we can do a trade for that.
Well,
Tell you what. You let me and my friends in. Come say hi. I'll tell you all about how this was made.
sounds good. Just climb up the bridge, I guess.
Is there
Oh,
any
sorry.
traps, stuff we should be aware of?
Oh no, it's a safe bridge. Perfectly safe.
Do I believe
so-
that?
Sorry. By the way, my name's Panis. Pleasure to make you. Yep, Panis. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
That's the name
That's
on the
one of
plaque
the
for
ones, the village.
the person who
yeah.
made the aqueduct. Or the... Yeah. Do I believe that they say it's safe?
Yeah, not one of the ones who made the aqueduct, just one of the ones who visited for supplies.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
someone that Fury mentioned. Yeah.
Roll me, I'm gonna say wisdom insight, but at disadvantage because you're speaking to a bridge, not a person. Sorry for coughing into the mic.
That's fine. Yeah, that's just normal insight. That's an 8.
Yep, you aren't sure.
All right. So
For all
I
you know, this is
go.
for all you know, this bridge is a very long mimic.
Maybe. So if I think this bridge might be a very long mimic, I send the sprite to walk along the bridge.
Okay, so you basically having the sprite sort of just stop flying and walk along on foot.
Yep. While I go get the rest of the party.
Okay, what's the sprite's movement speed on the ground?
10 feet.
Okay, so the sprite's going to make some very slow progress while you wake everyone up.
Yep.
So we'll just cut forward maybe 10 minutes. The sprite's made it some of the way across the bridge. And they just sort of wave towards you. Think it's okay, boss?
All right. So yeah, I wake everybody up. So the bridge is talking to me. I seem to have got us an inn. They seem to say, "Hey, we can come on in exchange for some of this food I made for them."
The bridge said
Seems. I mean, I have seen weirder things than a talking bridge. Believe me.
that. Fair point.
All right. I
Let
mean,
me make sure I understand. You woke us up to say it's okay to do the thing we were gonna do.
Well, yeah, somebody's clearly watching us. So
Ah,
And Twak goes back to the tent.
yeah, mate. Like we're not going to go up the bridge in the middle of the night, even if
I
it's
mean,
talking at
okay,
us.
fair enough. Fair enough.
It's good to know that the bridge is talking. That's weird and interesting. But yeah, we'll check it out in the morning, mate.
Can you tell the bridge to shut up?
Yeah, I go back and tell the bridge.
Maybe don't
"Hey,
antagonize the bridge.
I'm not going to
done
antagonize
enough
the bridge.
antagonizing of
Yeah.
things lately.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Bridge, Miss Bridge, don't want to assume. See y'all in the morning, I suppose. Or
I'm
whatever.
not Bridge. Not Bridge. My name's Panis Thatfoot. I'm a halfling.
Yeah, the
All right.
Fury person said there was a halfling Panis. We'll see you in the morning, yeah?
Yep, look forward to it. See you then. I'm on bridge duty all this week.
Yeah, Rush will turn to the others and be like, why is he chirping up now? We've been here for like 12 hours.
I don't know.
It's like 2 a.m.
We
Okay.
got bored.
Okay. So I'm gonna say nothing else happens overnight if you all want to take your short rest.
Yep.
And with the dawn of day, it's a grey sky. There's a bit of dew on the ground, and the bridge is still there.
All right.
Waiting for it to disappear then.
Go and
Yeah.
talk to the bridge.
Okay. What do you say?
Morning, Panis. You still there?
Yeah.
And
Sure am.
pull
Nodded off
out
a bit.
and I pull out the barbecue and I use prestidigitation to heat it and make it smell delicious.
Right, we're not at the place.
Okay. I can see you holding it, but are you
I don't
trying
know
to?
where they are.
Is that prestidigitation you're using? I can't smell
How
it
are
from here,
you-
mate.
How are you doing? How are you talking to us?
Do you- Would it sound
Can
sarcastic if I
I-
just said magic?
Can I look for something that's transmitting via something akin to like the message spell or a sending stone?
Absolutely. Roll me wisdom arcana, please.
Wisdom.
Or
Yep. And you can have advantage if you've
Interesting.
got proficiency in perception.
I'm doing all this stuff because Ortho's not the smartest, you know?
So I know the mechanics of how of these things work in theory. But oh, you know what? That was a really good roll anyway. I'm gonna just take that.
Yeah.
The total wisdom arcana would be, hang on, 2 + 2 is 4, so 23.
Yep, for a 23, you realise the sounds emanating from a box, which you realise Like, you do sort of see a few sort of subtle charms. Like, you just sort of lick your finger, feel the magic in the air, and you realise it's probably just transmitting whoever's speaking's voice from the other end of the bridge.
Right.
It's some kind of. It's some kind of perpetual sending. No limit. Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I see you're pretty well informed on these things, eh? Well, why don't you drop by? Well, why don't you come on up?
I am usually smartest person in room, yes.
Yeah.
I don't like the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
they said drop by.
Whatever you say, just bring the food.
All right.
We've got nothing but
this
hardtack
bridge-
here.
This bridge don't look too good shape, mate. Is
Hey,
you sure it's all right?
it's a good bridge, sir.
That didn't answer the question.
Yeah, just walk up the bridge, it'll be fine. Ugh.
You're very insistent on us walking up this bridge. Tell you what, come out and meet us. Get
Sorry.
a whiff of this delicious food.
You are very
sorry.
distrusting.
Well, I've got to guard this door, but food. Roll me persuasion.
Very high quality food. Can I have advantage because it's the good quality barbecue that I
Nope, straight roll
did
this
actually a
time,
pretty good
please.
job on? Oh dang, 15.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Fine. And you don't see anything or hear anything for about 5 minutes. Roll perception.
Alright. Perception, you say? Yeah, 30-20.
Okay, you actually see a halfling man in robes zooming towards you down the bridge. He's just stood completely still and just appears to be sliding forward on the spot.
I knew it was some kind of trick.
My god, they've made a magical escalator.
Okay, that does smell pretty good.
Like I said. And I offer them a piece of food.
He pretty much snatches it from you.
Interesting trick you got there. Interesting
How's it?
Oh,
bridge you
that's
made.
so good. That's so good. Oh, that's so good.
I stand on
Oh.
the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the bridge is perfectly safe. Come on up.
Hey, you never can be too trusted. Or you never can be too sure. Like, you know, sometimes you don't want to. I don't know.
Yep.
As
Well,
we
you
step
know-
onto the bridge, does it feel sturdy or does it feel as rickety as it looks?
It feels as rickety as it looks.
I
Yeah.
step exactly where the halfling is. I follow them.
Okay, everyone who wants to go up the bridge, just give me a dexterity acrobatics or strength athletics check.
Oh,
Oh,
fun.
good at either of those, but I am better at athletics. No, better at acrobatics. Oh no, I will re-roll that. Oh, it's still not good.
I also spent my inspiration, but I got a better roll than you did. My first one was a natural one. My second one got me a total of 17.
Wow, nice.
Okay,
We both
good.
got nat ones on the first roll, don't they? That's interesting. Yeah, I'm a massive nerd. I don't have acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, anyone else headed up the bridge?
16.
I'll go as well. I was just double checking if wild shaping would give me a better athletics, but it won't.
It could give you acrobatics in theory if you've got a dex score.
No, it won't give me better than my athletics.
Lol.
17.
Nice.
Okay.
My one above 10. Check apart from
Wow.
that nat 20 I had.
Okay, 3 of you pass. So you start making your way up the rickety bridge. It's very wobbly, and you feel like you're about to overbalance a little, but you just about make it, and you just manage to keep up with Panas, who's just sort of stood there and floating up.
Oh my god, it's not an escalator. He casts
Floating
fly.
disc.
They're cheating.
Brioche. About that natural, about that 8. You tentatively step forward, and you just feel your centre of gravity tilting a bit too far. Slowly tilting over the edge. And by the time this happens, you're actually a fair bit up the bridge. You're many, many feet above the ground.
Don't die to fall damage.
Let's see, that's going to be 60 feet up, so 66.
Question.
As soon as I start like losing my footing, I'm shouting out to Panis. I'm like, "Oi, Panis! Can you give us a hand?"
Can one of us try to grab for him before he falls?
Okay.
See, no one is about to fall, like.
Unfortunately, no, because he didn't pass the. He didn't pass the skill check, and he falls.
Can I
3 feet.
summon Ember?
3 feet.
3 feet.
Oh,
and
never
then
mind.
He just
I take
stops
it back.
And he stops and starts floating up above the ground. Panas turns back and says, "Well, you gonna use it?"
You said the bridge was safe.
Yep, it is. You're fine.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep. Like,
And I shout, nice
don't you know
trick.
anything about? Don't you know anything about magic? Just it's not even a password. You just
Apparently not.
Oh,
Patriots are not particularly well learned. It is surprising how much I have had to explain on this one journey.
oh well then. Anyone
They
who
didn't
wants
teach
to?
me this in the cloister.
Yeah. Okay. He snaps his fingers and you all start moving up. And you're carried all the way up the bridge. As you expected.
Gary.
As you expected, it's a
It
good
is an
8.
escalator.
Yep, it's a multiple mile trip, but you're carried there in minutes. And as you sort of come to the end and slow down a bit, you see a small indescript door in the side of the mountain. Next to it is a very worn sign.
What's it say?
It appears to say Winning Mountain Lab, but wrong perception. Oh, sorry,
Tell you what it is as soon as the dice stops spinning.
Mount Whinnying Lab.
Perception?
Huh.
Yeah.
Yep, perception.
Dirty 20 again.
Okay, for a dirty 20, you realise the letters have been sort of rewritten and some have worn off. Looking a bit closer, you just about make out what the sign originally said. Merrifith Winifith's Lab.
Ooh.
And I read it out loud.
Question about Panis. Do
Who the
they
hell is
have
that?
any of the... Does Panis have any of the features that Misty and the other wizardy person had?
He has that nose.
Yes. Okay. Good
I
to know.
still read the sign out loud.
Yep, Lab's founder.
All right. Don't know much about him. What can you tell me? Lying through my fucking teeth.
Wizard, powerful. Found this place. Guess some of us are researchers. Well, a few of us worked right under him. Some of us were hard later. Not much else to say.
All right. Let's go meet your friends. Share some of this food with them.
Has he
All right.
like made any acknowledgement of Guinness?
Oh yeah, who's your friend, by the way? Doesn't look.
The thing that would have
Humanoid?
dissolved through the rope bridge in an instant.
Hey, my name's Guinness. I think I might have come from here. He stops, pauses, and looks, and says, "Oh, maybe. Well, no, not my department. I'll show you to the boss." And with that, he opens the door. Oh, as you go in, by the way, you need to give the password.
What is the password?
"I come bearing many great tasty pastries, for I am mighty."
Come bearing
right.
many great pastries, for I am mighty.
Many great tasty pastries.
Right.
Okay, and with that, he gestures to the door, and you're free to enter.
Yep.
Okay. Say that as I go in.
Okay. The rest of you entering?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Saying the password.
Okay. So you enter and recite this password.
Felicitous. Oh, wait, wrong one.
I'd give you inspiration if we weren't about to finish up.
Do it anyway. Who knows what stupidity I could cause in the next 5 minutes.
So, the wall in the door is built into forms. The door is built into forms the base of a large triangular room. The decor reminds you of a high-end tavern with dark wooden panels and brass fittings. To the right are a series of benches and tables where a few figures glance at you before returning to their meals. The rest of the room is full of various chairs, sofas and benches, lit by warm lanterns. It feels less like the stronghold of a mad wizard, and more like the sitting room of a large flat. A dark-skinned, middle-aged elf looks up from a dragon chessboard. He reaches into the pockets of a lab coat covered in enough stains to match the braids on his dusty grey hair, and pulls out a pair of pisnes. "Oh, we have visitor's cupcake." "Oh, was this another one of your pranks?"
No prank this time. I bring some very nice food for some wizards in need of a lot of respect.
For what it's worth, if the doorman lets you in, they've let you in. You don't need a password. And there's a chuckle from the benches to the right. "Well, anyway, pleasure to meet you. My name is Verfir Saman, head researcher. Welcome
Nice to meet you.
to the Whinnying Mountain Lab."
What sort of thing do
Well,
you
I mean, that-
research here?
I mean, I didn't want the
And we're
sign
going
out
to-
front said, but
Yeah, we're going to call it there.
Okay.
You already said it's called the Winnie Mountain Lab.
no. That's just some rearranged and fallen off words. The sign actually says Jennifer's Lab.
Sorry, the end credits are already playing.
No, no.
Yeah, you'll have to wait till next session.
Yeah. I mean,
6 weeks. I can't wait.
we finally actually got there. So,
Yes.
Yep,
Exciting times.
wow.
Mm.
yep.
It's a lot more active than I was expecting.
Yeah, I was fully expecting like abandoned, kind of ruined.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew what to expect. I did research.
Yeah, but even after what we were told by the research, I figured it would be like just a maybe a couple of
Yeah.
wizards doing
wasn't
weird
expecting-
experiments on their own. This is like a
Yeah, yeah,
university
like-
kind of place.
Maybe like somebody had like holed up in there and was doing things not quite as efficiently as maybe they could do. Should have been done.
Yep.
I've known a
Was
lot
that like
more of
what
what
I've
was
done?
coming because I had to confirm whether it was possible in canon.
Yeah.
Haha.
I'll tell you straight
Also
up. The
there.
first part. Yeah, the first part of this dungeon is going to be a social encounter. Congratulations
They
on
were
making
very
it here.
eager. Yeah. they were very eager to just willingly accept food from a fag. So kudos to them.
Also, Ben, I am certain we can take a campion.
Can we?
In battle,
Yeah,
right?
what's CR are they?
5.
Aren't they like CR15 or something?
No, Cambions
Oh
are
god,
CR5.
no, they're not that bad.
Campions
goddamn.
are super low level. They're just people,
they?
basically.
Yeah, they just
Oh,
like
yeah. They're
5,
like-
CR5.
Yeah.
I
was
must have
tempted to
written
just
that
call
one when
Raphael.
we were a lot lower level.
Oh yeah, we definitely can take one of these. But
Okay.
I'm like 99% sure that angel was secretly Merifrith Winifrith because that's just how these things go. But Red wasn't going to know that. Red wasn't passing any of those inside checks, so it was like, well, it just makes logical sense that we help the angel kill the devil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we all screwed up all of those.
Yeah.
inside
I'm gonna
checks.
say
I wanted
I'm
to
gonna
try, but
say-
y'all kept going.
since it was confirmed near the end, the angel was indeed an actual angel and kind of a dick.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we
I
could have an
don't know
angel
what
on
you're
our
talking
side.
about.
Would an angel be on your side though? Would they?
Inultrari's got
No,
an
not
angel on the
necessarily.
side, which I keep forgetting about.
I mean, that same angel in one of the very early, I think in my first quest that I DM'd, tried to recruit the party to their war.
Oh, it's
Like-
that angel.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
It's like the angel
I
of
was-
Starte or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was planning the Jeremy birthday party, and I was like, "Hey, there's this cool thing called a Hollyphant," and they're like pure good in elephant form. Y'all were like, "Celestials aren't always good," but I was like, "This one is." It says it in the stat block.
Says it on all the angels' stat blocks, annoyingly.
Yep. So, does anyone want to plug anything before we raid off?
In like 2 hours, maybe more, I'll be playing Dungeons and Dragons on Bootbot's channel, unless it gets canceled this week.
Oh, neat.
I'm going to be playing D&D, but in CRPG format, not Baldur's Gate. Actually following the D&D rule set with Talia
Solasta.
on Tuesday. Yeah, Solasta's coming back. That's not going to be on Twitch. That's going to be on Discord because Discord is a much chiller time for a stream. Jesus Christ, it's so much easier to stream to Discord. So it's going to be on there. And then we got the Crimson Stain, me, Bree, hopefully Iris if she's feeling better, and Pixel who's running it. It's the finale of it. It's going to be really, really good fun. It's going to be great. That's on Thursday.
Oh no, my character's going to get like a flashback thing.
Yeah, it's your turn to get the trauma.
Oh, speaking of Baldur's Gate, someone's porting Baldur's Gate to the Pathfinder rule set. Like, there's a mod
Oh,
for
I
the
saw
game
that, yeah.
in development.
Oh yeah, that's neat.
Wild.
Like 2E.
Yeah, TUI.
So I run the Cybertopia Actual Play podcast, and that season 2 of that is launching in about 3 weeks' time. So
Hell yeah.
keep an eye out for that. We've got our final episode of the DNA city building game that is coming out Tuesday week. So a week on Tuesday, and that's a lot of fun. So check that out.
Oh yeah, I've been following it in it. Well, the first season was pretty fun, and the DNA went to some interesting places.
I don't know. I preferred the side quest series that they did.
You guys are.
I don't know why. I just yeah, no. No, the main
of
quest
side-
is great. The story is awesome.
Yeah.
I say,
Season 2
speaking
is
of side quests,
wild.
oh,
Sorry.
can
go
we
on.
only plug things we're involved in?
That was the intention, but if you want to make a
Okay, fair enough.
recommendation, I guess.
Adventure is Nigh on Second Wind. It's my favorite D&D real play show with some animations thrown in to show what's going on. Pretty fun. Check it out.
It is pretty good. I can confirm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, Nick says it's pretty good.
I've
It
also
is,
been enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
But yeah, anyone got anything else to add?
I think 2 + 3 is 5. That's addition, right?
If you use very high values of well, if you use low enough values of 2 and 3, it rounds down to 4.
I
Don't
don't
at
know
me,
enough about
mathematicians.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay,
That's enough
anyone...
maths one night.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll be back on Monday with my usual streams. Probably also rocking another tiefling look. And does anyone have any suggestions on who to raid? I don't think anyone I really know is live right now.
Let me see if I got anyone.
Nobody I
No one on my list.
nobody I personally know is live, but there's a VTuber I know playing Dungeons and Dragons right now.
More Than Mia is playing Control.
Oh, Control's a good time.
Well, I'll put their name in chat if you want to
Oh, yeah.
check it.
I feel a bit... Oh, right. I feel a bit nervous raiding large channels.
I'll say it's got we've got 61 following watching at the moment.
I'd rather sort of raid close to like 10, 15, similar to what we've got going right now.
Yeah.
I always feel the same way. Yeah.
Ooh.
I got no one on that size who's live, except Bisector Brioche.
Who?
Yeah, Blue's great.
She's
Fantastic
awesome.
GM.
Strong
The most
recommendation.
generous of
Yeah.
GMs.
No, she's kind of... She's way
Do you
too
want me to
cute. I
press
feel
the
it.
button?
She's too
Okay,
cute.
that's
I
all
feel
right.
intimidated.
You get away with it this time.
Oh,
I'm not pressing
okay,
the self-defaming button.
Somebody, I do have a small time streamer if you want to try them instead.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Let me put the username in because
I mean,
Inquisitor Ameridan. Yeah. Playing Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
Interesting.
So
Nick.
beware of spoilers if you're only recently getting into that.
I am.
I will absolutely not be following with the raid because I am only 7 hours into the game, but it is a great game.
Only seven.
Alright, let's just have
Yeah,
a look
they are
here.
quite far into it, as I understand
Oh,
it.
Hey, Nick, coincidentally, remember how we were talking about Desert Bus a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Penn and Teller are actually doing their annual Desert Bus charity stream right now.
Oh, sweet. It's up again. Nice.
Yeah.
I used to watch that all the time.
Okay. Yep, they seem chill enough. Let's go then.
Nice.
So, yep. All the stuff everyone just plugged. I'll be back on Monday. Hope everyone has a lovely weekend.
Yay.
And you.
And with
Take
that,
care.
Hell
Thanks,
yeah.
Bree.
Thanks, Bree.
Yeah, thanks for running.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you for playing. Let's raid off then. Okay, raided off, but we're still recording. Anyone want to add anything to
Beans.
VOD? The
Hey,
musical
VOD
fruit.
watchers.
Here's
Here's a special little D&D tip for the VOD watchers, alright? You can do anything if you buy the DM food.
It's true.
I'd bribe the wizards with food.
No one tried bribing me with food today, and I'm disappointed. Anyway, night VOD watchers. Unless it's morning, in which case, good morning. And if it's the afternoon, good afternoon. And if it's lunchtime, hope you're having fun eating. Bye.
Good morning, and in case I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
That's the one.